the Dennis the Menace reincarnated as the asshole. Let's stop giving our energy to James, everybody. All right? Let's focus on James is really good at sucking our energy away from us. He's really good at demanding his own attention by talking shit. James is not worthy of our energy if he's just talking shit. I know you guys are all defending me, calling him names. It's debatable on whether or not he deserves these names. I stood up for James, even though I fucking leaned into him really fucking hard. Let's all just show a little bit of love and compassion towards James or ignore him. He is welcomed here like everybody else. The only way we're going to create the highest level of natural joy, peace, bliss, eternal ecstasy, unconditional love, and absolute excitement and absolute energy on earth is if we still make it available for everybody instead of and if I were to block him anyway, oh shit. If I were to block James anyway, I'm sure he spent over 10 hours of his time on our channel. He's just going to make a new account and come back anyway. So there's no use in blocking him. All right, everybody. Let's pull some more cards, shall we? So we have cleanse. So we are cleansing our negative emotions and our demons that James showed us that I guess live and exist inside of us, because he was really triggering us to all be nasty back to James. We are cleansing ourselves of that filth that we allowed ourselves to create in our body. James didn't create that in us. We consciously create our own emotions, our own energy and motion. So blaming James and being mean back to James is just giving our power away and not honing our own chi mentally, physically, spiritually, and financially. So let's direct our inner forces towards what actually matters. Creating a life of the most natural joy, peace, bliss, eternal ecstasy, and unconditional love, and ultimate vitality and excitement. In anti-aging youth. Grounding. Let's ground into our truth. And let's ground into the heart chakra. Let's ground into understanding what is worth our time and what is not worth our time and energy. And let's really not get dissolved in other people's dramas and their succubus, vampiric way of obtaining energy. If we give attention to it, then they will continue doing that, right? And then we're taking our time away from actually becoming better mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, and creating natural joy, peace, bliss, eternal ecstasy, unconditional love, ultimate vitality, and absolute excitement for our lives. It is a challenge. And we appreciate people like James because he helps to show us our shadow sides. And when we become triggered and become nasty, it should be a challenge. We should accept that challenge. I love you, James. In fact, I made something for you. I drew a heart for you, James. And if you don't accept the love from me, I want you to imagine this much love. Like imagine that first love that you had when you first fell in love. Now imagine everybody on earth experienced that same love at the same time. And then that love coming from every single ancestor that created you. You are 1 billion years old, James. You are the reincarnated flesh of all the ancestors before you. So imagine that extreme love coming from your grandmother, your grandfather, your mom, your dad, your sisters, and all your friends that lacked in being the best that they could be towards you, James. And may you feel that infinitely in the past, the present, and the future for all of eternity. All right. Shit. All right. I'm on my 4th gallon of water / tea. Threw another one of these in there of the deep breathes. Just can't get enough. My body knows the medicine that it needs, and this tea is medicine. Herbs are medicine, available at all grocery stores near you. Yeah, let's get on with it. The mode of the code. Hi. How you doing? May your days, the mode of the code, be filled with natural joy, peace, bliss, eternal ecstasy, unconditional love, absolute vitality, and absolute freedom, as long as you're not hurting anybody else or stifling their growth. Because you are worthy, are you not? The mode of the code of learning to create that for yourself and then creating it for others, so then they will have all those reasons to honor you. If we can create natural joy, peace, bliss, and eternal ecstasy and unconditional love for ourselves, then we'll attract other people into our lives that can do the same. And we definitely want those people in our lives, because the more that we can make other people feel natural joy, peace, bliss, eternal ecstasy, unconditional love, ultimate vitality, and absolute excitement, the more that we can do that, the more that they can have gratitude towards us. And they'll have the will and the desire to do the same, to help make it so our lives feel that way. Oh, yeah. My name is, I have many names that I've been given because I was adopted. I was taken away from my mother at age 2 because she grew marijuana. I was placed into a home that was not ready to have children. She could not get pregnant. I believe that was for a reason. She was not feminine and nurturing enough to get pregnant, so she had to adopt children, and she was a highly masculine, abusive woman. The only way that she could get pregnant was actually through pharmaceuticals. They had to give her or my father Proviron. So I'm not sure if it was because he was in the military and he took steroids and he became impotent. But, hey, thank you, Rebby. I appreciate that. Call me Dakota. Dakota means friend in the Lakota tribe. Please start making videos today so I can see if I find you attractive. Even if I've seen pictures of you, I wouldn't know if I found you attractive, because why, you are the mind, body, spirit, and the soul in one, which is matter. And everything matters because it is physical matter. Thank you. I would want to have my kids. Wow. That's a compliment. I don't know if I would be ready to have children right now. I don't believe so. I believe I have much to work on. I don't feel worthy of procreating children at this point in my life. But it is a great honor to have heard that. I've never heard that typed before. Thank you. It seems like a huge responsibility that I am not yet ready for at this time in my life. That's absolutely false. We can absolutely have what we want. We just have to find a way to get it. If I could live a life that I could envision and that life was set before me, I would be ready to have kids. And if I didn't have to send my kids to public school to be tortured to sit in a chair for 8 hours for 12 years, to lose all of their creativity and their natural soul essence, and just be turned into a fucking clone byproduct, why, I would probably have some children. Can you say Cody is a good boy for a friend? I will sub because you are cool. So you know my name is Cody. Congratulations. Are you a hacker? Are you a gang stalker? I'd love to know. I guess I told my real name. Maybe you know me. Maybe I'm just paranoid. Hey, good to hear you're 26. Kat says, what the fuck? Paul says, I hated school for the same reason. Hey, if you're a gang stalker, I hope that you're a fan and you want to build natural joy, peace, bliss, eternal ecstasy, unconditional love, and absolute vitality instead of try to talk shit and stifle my ability to do so for myself and you. I would like that to be your natural state of being. School is hell. It absolutely is. Society is fucking hell. In my most humblest perspective opinion, society is hell. That's just, I view society as absolute fucking hell. Are you still interested in me, Rebbe? I'm having some red flags come up, possibly. Friends, the mode of the code. You have to remember, you have to remind me where I met you. Or I've had a really rough life, y'all. Hey, but rough is not always bad. It can help make you stronger. I'm new, not sure what this channel is about, but just agreeing about school being BS. Paul, you're absolutely right. Dude, it was not. So this channel is, I will tell you guys what this channel is about, Paul. So this channel is about becoming the best versions of ourselves, mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, through all forms of matter, because everything matters, because it is all physical matter. We have to stop saying that things don't fucking matter, because they fucking do, because it's impossible for things not to matter, because everything is quantum matter, right? And this channel is about learning to forgive others and ourselves for our shortfallings, things that draw us away from having absolute unconditional love for ourselves. Learning to let go of jealousy, envy towards others. Learning to let go of shame, fear, resentment towards ourselves. Learning to just relinquish all those negative emotions completely, because they create disease in the body and they are not healthy. And in long term, they do decrease the cells. They do decrease. I decree that it is truth, and you must find it within yourself and meditate and focus on your body. But I do decree that those negative emotions long-term will reduce the electrical anti-aging charge of the cells. We are made up of the cells. We are the self. Oh, October 1st was your birthday. Happy birthday, Rebbe. I'm so happy for, I had my nipples pierced. Oh my God. You're making me, your name is Cody Honey. I like the name Dakota too. Thank you. I'm really, really happy that you were open and honest, that you had your nipples pierced. I think that's very, very sexy. I'm very happy that you are strong within your feminine nature, that you're not, that you have no fear of expressing that your nipples are pierced. I believe that women need to bring more attention to their nipples. So the more women's nipples that are seen through the breasts, because we all are here because of breasts. Unfortunately, not actually. A lot of women can't produce breast milk because they're constantly covering their chest up. And women don't have equal rights of men because religions force them to cover up, because I guess they're homosexual subconsciously or something, like totally gay subconsciously. And they can't stand up for their woman or teach their woman to stand up for themselves. And they want to suppress their bodies from what needs to be made so these bosoms can create a lot of milk, a lot of healthy milk. And suffocating the chest with bras with synthetic material. It's absolutely against 99.999% of our ancestral DNA and how we lived. Thankfully, there are countries and municipalities in different locations that allow naturalism to be what is natural. instead of shaming and controlling women. It's just fucking disgusting. That's why I hate society. I fucking hate society. Thank you, bro. I have a little bit of anger towards society, so I am a bit toxic, honey. I do want to warn you that I do have some toxicities. That's why I do not yet feel worthy to procreate. And also the other thing is, I haven't reached monkhood yet of keeping an erection hard for an hour underneath the waterfall on a daily basis for a year straight. Like this anime character right here. By the way, my cock is not that big and thick. I'm just being honest. But I do understand joking, and I do understand the more that you use your muscle, the bigger it can get. So I do have that going for me. I have seen much bigger penises in my life. I'm not afraid to admit it. I've watched porn before. I've stopped watching porn. I was addicted to porn. And now I only watch porn like once a week, thankfully. Rebbe, my name is Gojo. Hey, Sukana. I had my nipples pierced recently for my birthday. Did you pay for that for yourself or was it a gift? I feel like having a rough go to life absolutely makes you stronger. Can you say Sigma? Because we all die and return to the dirt. My is November 13th. Forgiving people that wronged me is still a work in progress. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's hard to forgive. They've wounded you. That brings great anger and vengeance. I can be vengeful and hold anger for decades, so I'm trying to let go and get out of being that way. That is why Kinda Gross said Friendly Guard. I have never been attracted to insecure women. If they don't believe in themselves, how are they going to believe in me? Absolutely. And I need a woman who can lead me. And I also, when I'm not able to lead my woman, I need her on those days or hours or moments to be able to lead me. Friendly Guard because of 1, not cleared regularly, and 2, cheap and jealous. Wait, what? Friendly Guard, that's because of 1, not cleaned regularly, and 2, cheap and jealous. I want to get in with this saucy Kinda Gross. Yes, I agree. Friendly because not cleaned regularly. Some might say that because you are actually kind of desecrating the nipples just a little bit. But I actively kind of work out and put myself through massive pain. So I'm not saying that it's horrible. I'm not saying that it's horrible because you are losing some sensation in your nipples when you do that. So I understand if they're saying that from there, but at the same time, it draws attention to the nipples. But honestly, the nipples, if there's no shirt on, and again, I don't want to be too lustful because that could get me into trouble. Cheap jewelry. Yes, I believe. I'm not sure. Maybe copper would be the perfect jewelry. They always say we don't have enough copper. So creating the perfect metallic blend of what. I don't know. I don't know about the breasts, y'all. I don't know. Appealingly, it can be attractive, but is it damaging the body's ability to create milk? I still find it highly sexual, highly attractive that with your confidence. I will never have kids because I'm too selfish. I'm going to be honest. Hey, you have to be selfish because if you don't believe that you can love yourself enough without kids, that's probably the best thing because you shouldn't have kids. Now, I don't believe that that's true, Paul. I believe that you could make it to a point. But it's also not, it's actually the opposite of selfish too, though, because not that's like slapping all your ancestors in the face. You're here, you're billions of years old, Paul. So you just have to find a way to become strong and become, because your children are your reincarnation. They're your half of the reincarnation and the half of the reincarnation of whoever you choose. Don't let the bloodline in with you, Paul. I don't like big cocks. That's because they're going to make me loose. Honey, Rebby, don't worry about it, honey. Don't worry about it. As long as you're not going for a smaller penis afterwards, it's no big deal. There's exercises to make that punani tight. And the more, like, I'm not having enough sex. My cock does not get as big and full and hard as it used to when I was doing it all the time. I used to be able to keep my woman wet. One time for 6 hours, we did 3 30-minute breaks. She was 31. I was surprised that she could stay as wet as she could, because she drank a lot of coffee and she didn't seem to drink enough water. I was trying to get her on the gallon a day of water. But I could maybe do 45 minutes at this point. I feel very sad, maybe like with 3 5-minute breaks in between. Probably not, though, if the woman like enticed me in all the ways that I would see the perfect woman, mentally, physically, spiritually, or would at least work towards a better physical appearance. And that's mean to say, right? But it's not. A physical attraction is we have that biological lust or attraction to someone when they're physically healthy, because you want a healthy, strong person to be for your offspring. It's just natural. So when we are lusting as we get older because we're falling apart, or we've married somebody and we haven't done what we've needed to do in marriage to keep our bodies sexy, to keep that appearance, then maybe the piping just isn't like a really good word to use for it. Like maybe this sensual, intense desire to just be on top of each other and give each other full body orgasms might not be as present as it could. So we just have to take care of ourselves. And I mean, if the Shaolin monk can spin on his head at age 100, what are we doing? Oh yeah, okay, I don't like big cocks. Well, I would love to keep growing my cock size and continue to be able to make it bigger and bigger, to keep stretching it out if we had that perfect connection. My bestie friend Lisa gave me the money to get whatever piercing I wanted. It was like $170. That's freaking awesome. She supports me, but she doesn't like all the piercings I get. Understandable. But it's your body, it's your choice, but you should listen to her and try to understand her perspective, but she should also listen to your perspective, because you're both right. You guys both have your different perspectives, and they both should be honored. I had my belly button, tongue, and nips pierced. Then I had my ears. You know what I think would be a beautiful belly button piercing? like to put on the belly button is a heart. With an ocean wave with a heart. Because I believe the reason why we are so calm around the ocean is because we spent 9 months being procreated by the stem cells in our mother's womb, and we were constantly surrounded by water. How comforting. I think that would be one of the most beautiful, and if you could put a surfboard on there with a couple making love standing up on the surfboard, that would be even better with the heart. And then the heart have like angel wings, even freaking better. I like, that would be a pretty big belly button piercing. Like someone would have to get really, really intricate. It'd be like some bling belly button piercing. It'd be like me wearing this gaudy stuff. I would love to see that. Oh. I'm going to take these off though, because right now I just want to be in my bare. If I could be bare naked right now on screen, I would. But our culture is living in fear, guilt, resentment, and shame for ourselves and others. And we haven't learned to teach our children to be appropriate and see and respect the body naked to be able to get the vitamin D that it needs on all meridians and all organ centers. I have my belly button, tongue, and nips pierced. And then I have my ears. They feel really sensitive though, more for me. Is it painful? If it's not painful, then I don't think that's a bad thing. But also pain can kind of stimulate. So sometimes pain can bring awareness. So I guess I'm not sure. I'm not sure how to look at it. Me, I'm not happy about having my foreskin chopped off. I'm very, very fucking pissed off about that because it depends on, each individual's foreskin, but I'm not going to be able to create as much serotonin and dopamine from an uncircumcised man. And I'm just being honest, even if it decreases, say that you are the perfect woman for me. It decreases my ability to create the love hormones that are necessary to feel the deepest passion. And there's a lot of trauma there. So congratulations for me being freaking circumcised. Honey, I could still breastfeed. Just take the piercing out. That's hot. Could you still breastfeed with the piercing in? That might be kind of cool. Paul says, I said it can indicate that not what is always the case. I'm losing Paul. Oh, okay now. Thank you, Paul. I want to work out with you. You want to work out with me? Oh, thank you so much. Please do. So I'm gonna drop if you want to do the sword exercises, the sword is not to procure violence against your brothers and sisters on planet Earth, but it is to arm yourself to, let's say that it was fucking Ukraine right now. Okay. Let's say like you would want, and maybe you'd want to be training in other things as well. But honestly, if shit was happening in Ukraine, I'm not fucking sticking around. I'm moving. I could figure out, I've had 100 jobs. I could figure it out some different location. I'm getting as far away from any type of fucking dangerous things as possible. But, so the sword represents cutting through our shadows and cutting through our darkness, anything that holds us back mentally, physically, and spiritually. And learning to face our darkness, learning to face our fear, our shame, our guilt, our resentment. And so what is it called? I can't remember, but look up Mace Katana. So there's a company that sells a 5-pound katana, non-sharpened, great for full body workouts. I'll probably pull it out and start working with them because honestly, I should represent that company. That way you guys can also do workouts with me. Also, if I'm going to work back to swinging the 50-pound sword, I'm going to have to start low. I am starting with my 4-pound long sword that can be loaded. But it represents cultivating the warrior of standing up for ourselves, being authentic, realizing we are worthy to express ourselves, that we are worthy of natural joy, bliss, eternal ecstasy, and unconditional love, and ultimate vitality and excitement. And that living in a world that does not give us this all the time, is less than we can create. It's a lesser form of what we can experience here. So yeah, I would love to work out with you too, Rebby. Let me think of. I was kind of getting out of breath. I was starting to feel some pain in my shoulders. Let me pop back here. I gotta piss. So let me go piss really quick. I am not getting a lot of chi into my sacral chakra. So let me go piss real quick. I've drinking 3 gallons of tea today. I have sweat a lot. I've been doing Tai Chi, Qigong, Pranayama the entire day, working out these tight muscles. When there's tight muscles, the chi is not flowing, and that is going to create disease and lack of harmony. All right, I'll be right back. We'll be talking about circumcision and how it makes you more loose. Since you don't like getting loose. Which I honor and respect that. I honor and respect that 100%. Everybody wants to keep a nice, tight vagina. All right. I'm assuming. I don't know. All right, check this out, y'all. Okay, so circumcision makes a vagina more loose, which would go against Rebby, what Rebby does not want, because you get that mechanical lubrication from the foreskin. If a man's being nasty and not cleaning his shit, shame on him. But and I'm not trying to not have you I'm not trying to I honestly haven't even seen what you look like. It's just a small picture. I love the yellow. I love women that wear bright yellow colors. I love women that dress in bright colors. It's color psychology. Come on, it makes me think of sunshine. I do love that. So all I saw was a yellow dress. You talking about all your piercings. I'm not going to lie. It turned me on a little bit intellectually. But I've been around some women that can truly physically turn me on sexually. So I'm still deep down, I'm just being honest, I'm still healing from the last one. Yes. And I just don't feel like I could give a woman everything that she deserves. And I want to be able to give my woman multiple orgasms. And I want to have the energy and stamina to train to swing a 50-pound sword and also be able to have 3 hours of just great all the time. You know, I want that. Because if I'm pleasuring my woman and she's freaking coming, I'm fucking in pleasure because I know that there's so much joy, so much pleasure. I'm going to literally be feeding off of that cohesively through a tantric exchange. Imagine streaming on YouTube to try and pick up women and doing it horribly. You know what? I'm sorry that you're a hater, man, and you're laughing. You know, you might think it's horrible, but I used to be a stripper, man, and I was 1,000 times more sexual than this. Why? because everybody that came to the strip club was 1,000 times more sexual towards me than I would have liked. They seemed to think that I could give everybody at that strip club, 500 people, a perfect orgasm and all the attention in the same fucking night. So you know what? You know, I respect your level of perspection from your tiny little fractal of the human consciousness. But I have a different perspective, dude. I have a different perspective. And believe it or not, I never slept once with a woman when I was a stripper, because at the time I was actually looking for a wife. And I didn't think, I actually fell into stripping after I became homeless. And I didn't think the best option, I used to want to be completely monogamous. And I didn't think that the best wife would be procured from a strip club. And honestly, I don't like having sex with a condom. And how do I know that these women aren't playing me and haven't slept with every cock in the strip club? Oh, no, wait, I take that back. I stuck my cock in one woman because all of her friends were chanting and peer pressuring me, and they got to me psychologically, and they said, "You're not man enough to do it. You're not man enough to do it. You're not man enough to do it." So I slid my cock into her, and it was so much like endorphins rolling. I almost nutted in 3 minutes. I think she was 19. Imagine having 10 women say that, and you haven't been having sex for 3 years, and you've actually just been, I hadn't had sex for 3 years. I was literally just doing it so that I could express myself sexually as a form of art. And I was making $500 a night. What's wrong with that, right? Oh my gosh, oh no, I'm ruining my cards. They're getting wet. My shadow card is just, I hate my shadow side. That's why I guess the shadow card is getting so much abuse. Look at how mangly this shadow card is. I gotta get this, because I want to feed my light side. I hate the shadow of other people. I hate that they can't bring natural joy, peace, bliss, and eternal ecstasy out of me. I hate that I hate them. I hate that I hate society. I hate that I'm so fucking picky. Because it's fucking lonely being so fucking picky all the time. About myself and about others. Ugh, jeez. Let me check how much time I got on here. I got 3%. All right. All right. Oh, okay, what's going on? I definitely need some more feminine attention. I much rather prefer this than stroking my cock. I'd much rather masturbate to you, Rebbe, than any porn. So I will ask you to work out with me on these lives. Let me think what it's called, the company where you can buy the swords. I think I can keep the live on while I look it up. So I'm going to look up freaking head. As you guys can see, I've done some iron head training. I wasn't hurting myself, y'all. I'm not a sadomasochist. I was just showing you that I have indeed smacked myself in the head repeatedly with a 40-pound loadable sword. Shoot. So it's fringesport.com, FRINGESPORT. Try not to hit yourself in the head. And if you are feeling inflammation in your head, instantly give it love, attention, and care. You guys saw me whack myself in the leg and give myself 2 little mini hematomas with the 43.8-pound chain last night. And I kept walking on it. And if I wouldn't have kept walking on it, I would have just been like, this hurts. This is too much. I just drove the chi into it. I made sure that it was being fed blood flow. And all my body was creating what it needed to heal fast. And the hematoma that I've hit myself that hard before. Let me show you how big the hematoma. It would have been about half of that if I wouldn't have continued to move my chi for about 2 hours after. It probably would have been that big the next day. I got a hematoma that big when I kicked another kid's shin in soccer as hard as I could, and I got a huge hematoma. And I think I broke his fucking leg. Sorry, dude. I got taken out of soccer for that. I didn't fucking do it on purpose. I was just trying to kick the fucking ball. It was my first week in soccer. I didn't have eye coordination. I was exhausted, and my parents were yelling at me to go. Oh, are those tarot cards? So these are Oracle. Wait, the message is restricted? The message is retracted? There's no way that it's going to silence your messages. You retracted your message, Rebbe? What did you say? Yes, so these are, and these just help me to try to balance myself. I don't understand all the arcanums of the tarot. I'm trying to become a better lover, magician, warrior. I think someone wrote a book about this, philosopher. But I don't understand tarot. I haven't been able to take under the apprenticeship of a beautiful goddess who can teach me and I can devote to her. I haven't found the proper devote. I haven't found someone to be a proper devotee to yet, so that I can learn tarot. What am I just tripping over my words? My brain's not working here. Where's the box? I guess I did slam my head pretty hard. Let me get some blood flow back. Let me increase the gigabytes to my brain. They say if you do this back here, so much tension in my back that has not got worked out. Let me increase the gigabytes to my crown chakra that I just bashed. Oh, what a fool I am some days. Yo, the Awakened Soul. I love this. This is actually my favorite artwork in the whole entire deck. I wish all the artwork was in the natural like this. And they should do a fully natural one that shows breasts, nipples, vaginas, and penises. And then they should do one that covers up those areas. Like, look at how they did this. This is beautiful. So this is a woman in water. She's in the ocean. Let me find it in here because it's hard to see because it has the words over it. It's my favorite card because it's got the mountains in the background. She's in the ocean. She's naked. I feel I would rather her eyes be open, full of wonder, of natural joy, bliss, and eternal ecstasy. But perhaps, this is the artist's expression. So the soul of the artist is captured in this art. But I just love it. And this is the card Gaia. I don't want to call Earth Mother Earth. Like, I'm Celtic. I have Celtic blood in me. And my ancestors tried to put a masculine name on Gaia, and they called it the Green Man. That's a problem. But I hold that in reverence because it's beautiful. It's beautiful. If there's the Green Man, then what about the Green Woman? And why aren't they together in a divine tantric or orgy experience? And then, showing true love of the mind, body, spirit, and soul. Check this out. Look at those mountains in the background. Look at those mountains in the background. Oh my goodness. She is naked. She is creating a chi ball. Oh my gosh. I love the purple hair. It's not really necessary for a woman to put a bunch of chemicals in her hair to get purple hair. But maybe if she wants to put like non-toxic color in her hair, I'd be down with it. But I don't want my woman dyeing her hair with any toxic chemicals just so that she can keep me attracted to her, not interested in her desecrating in any way her temple. Look at that. Look at that. A lot of this, for the Green Man and the Celtic tradition, it's antlers. This might be like a more vegan approach. Perhaps they are vegan. So they put antlers, instead of antlers, they put tree branches. And the Shaolin monks are vegan, so it is possible. I believe our diet is back then was whatever we could get. But we have destroyed a lot of life form. And we would have to release over 1 billion pounds of horny goat weed back into the wild to repopulate if we're going to be able to hunt again without a hunting license. 1 billion pounds of horny goat weed to be planted throughout the entire Earth realm. Let's get on it, people. To devote to a beautiful goddess, to teach your goddess. No, I need the goddess to teach me. I guess I could teach you working out. I don't feel worthy of being with a goddess right now. I really don't. I'm just being 100% honest. I don't feel worthy. I don't feel worthy at all. I don't feel worthy. Message retracted. It said the people hair is nice. What did you mean by that? I was getting a little bit insecure with myself. I have many, many, many insecurities, okay? Many. I am a highly insecure person. Let me be honest with you. Even though I stripped naked, I'm highly secure with myself and the world around me. I'm very dissatisfied with myself right now and the world around me. Oh, I have too many typos, sorry. Well, retype it. Retype it. What did you mean to put? I want to know. I meant to say the purple hair is nice. I did think it was beautiful, though. I really did. It's a beautiful color, like the crown chakra. The crown and the third eye chakra. And most people would think that if I said that I wanted it rainbow, they would instantly think that I was talking LGBT. But I would love to see her hair in rainbow. I think that would be beautiful. It would be like the rainbow. Like what creates a rainbow? The rain and the sun creates the rainbow. I would love to see a rainbow in the background. That means the body is able to actually be hydrated enough to assimilate all the sunshine without getting sunburned on all meridians of the body. So we could create absolute anti-aging in the body on all meridian points of the body instead of living in shame, guilt, fear, and resentment, and not loving our bodies and loving other people's bodies, and having the fear of other people judging our bodies, or that they'll judge our body, or that we can't stand up to people who are inappropriate when there's a naked person. All over the world, there is naturalist communities. All over the world, people live in harmony and enjoy time on the beach, out in Mother Gaia, Father Gaia. Again, we're putting human names on this, which is really immature. Again, we see the world through our own eyes and our own perspectives. If Christianity was written by all women and a woman named King Solomon, I might be interested. Oh, wait, I don't know. That'd be a lot of competition. Queen Solomon, 700 wives. Oh my gosh. Those have got to be the most creme of the creme husbands, ladies. To not feel insecure, they'd constantly be improving themselves to gain the attention of Queen Solomon. Just using a little bit of funniness just to show how sexist and fucked up the Bible is, y'all. Yeah, just being real. It's written by King James, and there's only 3 women in the Bible. That is so gay. That is so freaking gay. And we wonder, and all the conservatives who are Christian want to shame women for having their shirts off. How disconnected from nature are you? You plan like, no, we want you to be casted out of the Garden of Eden. We are the Christians. We want you to continue to go against God's will that we believe in and not live like Adam and Eve did in the Garden of Eden. Shame on the woman who dresses and has her body touching the sun and the moonlight. Shame! It's absolute retardation at the highest level. Ugh. Sorry, I'm really fucking pissed off. I have so many typos. It's all good. I meant to say purple hair is nice. Can you do a reading for me, honey? Don't get too upset. Please stay positive. I got you. I'll do a reading for you. I will do a reading for you. Absolutely, goddess. It's important for me that even the most evil biatch on the planet, because women are now calling themselves biatches, that I learned to see them as a goddess, right? Obviously, I don't want to put my attention towards those women, but we all come from the womb. Okay. I'm going to do a reading for you, sweetheart. I hope you're a sweetheart. You could be conniving me just to get that baby juice. I don't know. I'm just fine. I got issues, baby. Trust me. Can't you tell? All right. I warned you. I told you I wasn't ready. But I'm going to totally do a reading for you, goddess. And you help direct me, and that's what goddesses do. They help direct their man when they're getting a little bit too crazy and they're starting to veer off into toxic masculinity. Right? All right. All right, let's do this. Oh, geez, my traps are so tight. How I would love to do this reading for you while you were massaging me. And then looking back at you occasionally and peering into your eyes. Potentially you, if you are my envisioned goddess that I've been envisioning. Okay. Perspective. Honey, you have an amazing perspective. I love your perspective on how open you are about your nipple piercings. And I love the fact that you're able to have friends, and even though they don't agree with you, they still have respect for you. And some people are just so judgmental. So that means a lot about you. If you were judgmental, you would probably attract a lot of judgmental people. That, anyway, I'm over here thinking about your breasts. You are a sovereign goddess. No other human being has the right to tell you how to treat your body. Now, if they're loving you, we should listen. You should listen to them, because maybe there is some nerve damage that could get done from the piercings. Maybe we never know the perspectives of other people. I do believe that the body can heal. We do have supposedly 144,000 nadis, different micro points in our chakra system. But at the end of the day, you are stepping into your womanly empowerment, because it is your body, it is your choice. And that's super sexy. It's super sexy. I like that. I love how open you are about that. And everybody should be, without saying, "Oh, she's such a slut." Do you know her life and how many cocks she's getting? And if she is, that's her business. Maybe she hasn't found a man that can satisfy all of her needs. And she's actually depressed that she has to get 7 men to satisfy all of her mental, physical, spiritual, and emotional needs. Maybe they're all 3-pump chumps. All right, next one. I'm not talking about you, honey. I'm talking about, I'm standing up for women that have been slut-shamed. Now, if they're taking advantage of men and doing it behind their back and it's not consensual and the men aren't consenting to it, then shame on those biatches. All right, next one. Let me try to connect with my heart. I need to take this off. I just want to connect with the air. This is too much metal on my body. I want to show this to you, goddess. So this is a sun. It used to have a scarab, an Egyptian scarab, and I was told at the Egyptian shop that I bought this at, it was actually at a flea market. He made this out of a spoon. And so the scarab stands for longevity. And then I lost a couple of pendants, but I found these at the flea market as well. And it's just a beautiful golden color like the sun. I got those beads for about $10. Yes, steel. And I'm going to show you this side because 2 of the beads fell off. But I had 2 feet for connecting with the soles of our feet. That is the soul foundation of our body. It is natural reflexology when we are barefoot. I talk about that a lot. It's a swordfish because, I practice sword training and I always dream about doing it on the ocean. And yes, and then this is the seahorse. Because I grew up without a loving mother and father, or really any loving motherly or fatherly people, the seahorse is a creature that actually holds the babies in its pouch. I'm not sure if it would be, I think the female has it, but the seahorse holds them in their pouch. So I have to father myself. I'm looking inward at my inner child, and I need to be my own mother, father, grandfather, grandmother, sister, brother, and best friend and lover. This one right here is a dolphin. I don't know if you've ever seen dolphin water births, but I believe they're highly intelligent animals. I haven't been able to swim with any dolphins yet, but I would think it would be beautiful for my future offspring and my wife to be able to orgasmically have a birth without any contraceptives, because the yogic positions can be achieved for the baby to slide out effortlessly. And if you're doing chanting and pranayama while connecting to the heart, you can actually create natural painkillers in the body. It is possible to create a full body orgasm in the body without even touching and stimulating your sexual organs. Birth should not be painful. If one woman and can teach another group of women how to have orgasmic births and learn the proper position for the baby to just slide out and to breathe and create those natural endorphins in a beautiful place in ocean water, with a bunch of dolphins, then why the fuck not? Woo! Let's go! Yeah! And then I got a little starfish. I picked the starfish because I lived in a van for 7 years traveling, and I wasn't able to. A lot of things were wrong with living in a van because I wasn't out in nature enjoying van life. But we need to stretch like this every day. It's so important. It's also the Venturi man. I can't remember. Some dude named Leonardo, somebody painted this picture of like if you could hold that pose for an hour with an erection, man, underneath a waterfall, do you know how strong your shoulders would be? Like, that would be a really awesome exercise. Maybe moving the hips in a circular motion. Dang, I wish my cock was that big and thick. I got a lot of joking to do before I meet. Or I got a lot of love making to do with the perfect one. I'm over here thinking about being monogamous again. What's going on? I'm getting a little bit of attention from Rebbe. Okay. Don't get too upset. Stay positive. LOL. Thank you, sweetie. I've had 10 head trauma, so sometimes I have to remember what I read. I don't want to feel like that in a relationship with a woman because my last woman was really manipulative to me. She did it because she loved me, I think, but she was trying to get her way with everything. Not really. No. That's not true. That's not true at all. That was just my perspective at the end. She was actually a really beautiful, loving, sweet, nurturing woman. And that was just what was ending in my mind during the end. So that's not true at all. When I look at things in perspective, I still am able to hold a lot of dear love for her, even though she has moved on and she is a mother now. Congratulations. If she's watching this, highly doubt it. Oh my God. This reading is really me. That's what's up. Yes, I know, sweetie. No need to explain. I feel I understand what you were saying. That is beautiful. Wow. Honey, you are still doing my reading. Heck yeah, I'm going to do this reading for as long as you want. I'll go through the whole entire deck for free because sharing this nurturing energy with you, it's really good for me. You were taking off that necklace in order to read with your heart, you said. LMAO. Did I say that? I just need wind on my chest. Like if I was on the mountain right now and there was a nice breeze, my nervous system would be stimulated. Sadhguru is teaching us the importance of being naked, not only in the sun and under the moonlight. Like all the plants, we think the plants only need sunlight, but they need moonlight too. Everything we put in our body comes from sunlight and moonlight. It is the electromagnetic perfection of how things are created. Oh, you're so sweet. Okay, let me continue for you. Ready? Let's go. So I believe that you are a great leader. I believe you may not realize how much you've inspired other women and other men, of course, in many ways, of course. But I believe that you don't realize how much of a leader that you are and how, and we have a lot of distractions in our lives, short attention spans, but I believe that you have inspired many, many, many people in many ways through women empowerment by being your true self. And I want you to continue to, even if it's not me, even if it's to every man on the world, be confident and open about freeing the nipples because it is your birthright to be able to have your chest out and loved by the vitamin D of the sun. And it is your birthright to have healthy breasts that can nourish your offspring. We wonder why so many women get breast cancer. Well, if you cut the circulation off the chest and you never have the breast see the sun, and we're not moving around enough and our bodies become toxic, it's going to, the boobies droop down. So you have to go up against gravity. You have to go up against gravity so that those toxins are starting to build up in those boobies. Not saying that all women's boobies are droopy, but we need to understand. We need to understand and understand. Otherwise, our culture, our toxic culture is desecrating our women, and it is desecrating all of our offspring. We are supposed to take milk from a mother. It is perfectly made for us. Sorry there, honey, if you ran away. I don't blame you. Guidance. We need more guidance from goddesses like Rebbe. We truly do, man. We truly do need more guidance from women who are empowered with what is your birthright, to not feel shame, guilt, and resentment over what is natural. We did not feel shame, guilt, and resentment when we were naked children about our naked bodies, did we? All right. But it was inflicted onto us by a toxic, fearful, shameful, guiltful, resentment culture. We're living in a cult, okay? Every group of friends has their own little culture they got going on, okay? Every country, every religion, right? We have to love all religions and all cultures and all. Each person has a different culture of bacteria inside them and a different culture of thoughts and ideas, right? There's all these cults on earth. If you want to break it down to the most microcosmic level, we are all in our own microcosmic way living our own cult in our own culture. You got 500 different denominations of Christians and they can't get along and they branch off. Okay, if that's the most perfect religion, then how come they can't all get along? Probably because there's not enough nurture in there, because the story is about King Solomon having 700 wives. How in the world is a woman supposed to be? The women that are in the Bible, how the fuck is a woman when you have 700 women and 300 concubines competing for a guy that made it in the Bible that name is King Solomon? There's no mention of a Queen Solomon in the Bible. How? There's no honor towards the sacred feminine in the fucking Bible. What, Mother Mary? There's nothing there. Like women have it great. It's got to be really easy to connect to Jesus. It's fucked up in the Bible because we put the Savior of all as a man, as Jesus, not Jesus in a divine relationship. And that as you walk into the church, Jesus and his divine wife are in a tantric love-making position with her on her cock like Buddha or something like this. The holy marriage isn't even in the Christian church. What a fucking shame. It's gay. It's gay. You want me to look at a guy who was tortured by the Roman Empire and believe that I'm very sorry, Rebbe, by the way, I'm getting a little bit irate and pissed off. But you want me to believe that Jesus just gave himself up as a blood sacrifice and I'm supposed to drink his blood and eat his flesh? Sounds a little fucked up, doesn't it? Okay. No. Jesus would have done a lot fucking better sticking around. He had one of the most powerful Reiki healing auras on planet Earth, right? Just touching him, just being around his energetic vortex, his energetic aura, you could be healed of your illnesses, which were created psychosomatically, which are the lower vibrations of the Hawking scale, which decrease the electricity in your cell, which deplete the life force vitality and take you away from your body's ability to create stem cells. Women naturally are the procreators. They create all of us in their womb. They are the ones that are able to create stem cells in human beings. We just have a little tiny bit of sperm. How are we supposed to anti-age if we're not around I want to ruin my chances for the perfect monogamous relationship. But if we're not around a ton of loving, nurturing, beautiful women and we're seeing breast around us and remembering that nurture that we got when we came out of the womb, it's a perfect reminder psychosomatically built into the nervous system. It's blasphemy. I believe in the Bible, somebody ripped their clothes off and said, "This is blasphemy," and he ripped his clothes off. Somebody was having a breakthrough. All right. Let me get back to you, baby. I'm sorry. Oh my God, this reading is really me. Yes, I know, sweetie. No need to explain. I understand what you are saying. Wow, that is beautiful. Honey, you are still doing my reading. Absolutely. All right, we're already here. I lost my breath. You were taking your necklace off. LMAO, you're so sweet. Yes, okay. Yes, you said you wanted to read with your heart and it was too much metal. Have you even made a comment? Are you still here? I hope you're still here. Okay, I'm gonna pee again. I drank it 3 gallons today. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna focus on my heart center. I'll be right back to finish. I'm gonna do this whole deck of cards for you. And then go back, download the video recorder. You can get that app and you can video record that and you can upload it to your YouTube channel and you can like play it and then you can start like, I don't know. I'll be back. All my calves are so freaking tight. Oh, the pain in the calves tonight is about like a 9.9. Oh. Oh, right. Oh. Should I wash my hands? Am I filthy guy? Am I filthy? I don't know. I kind of stink right now. I don't smell that bad, to be honest. I've sweat so much today. I wouldn't say I smell like roses. I'm still here. I'm drinking some tea. I'll give you my phone to call. I'll tell you what, I'm not ready yet for a phone call. I told you, you might think I'm like the perfect man for you, but I'll tell you what, I will give you my Instagram right now. It's the Giant Sword Workout. Send me a message through the Giant Sword Workout and we can chat on there. And then we could also video call through there. But I'm going to continue to do your reading for you. I want to think of your life being in the most natural joy, peace, bliss, eternal ecstasy, and unconditional love that you could ever possibly ever have through my heart center. I need some warmth. Okay, I'm going to go heat this up again. Okay, let's do this. I have Facebook. I can't remember what my Facebook is. I'm a little weary of giving my phone number out, so just keep coming to see me. Keep coming to see me. Idiot. I'm an idiot. Yeah, keep coming to see me and keep talking to me on here. And we could do a live. Actually, what I'd like to do is invite you on a live. The only thing is I don't know how to accept you on a live if I can't send you a physical link. I think I have to send you a physical link to come onto the live. But anyway, maybe you'll create another Instagram just for me. I've lived a very dangerous life, so I have to be careful. I haven't even seen if you're real on video yet. So I'm always safe I don't think so, because you're saying coming through the heart chakra, but I've met some very vindictive people that can be very loving and then also very malicious at the same time. So I'm just super, super safe like that. Not that it would matter, because I'm sure. All right, let's pull. I'm sure anybody could figure out my phone number if they really wanted to. Release. Rebbe, I would like to talk to you. I would. So Rebbe, the beautiful thing is you and all your ancestors before you, every bit and every molecule in your entire body is releasing anything that is not any memory, any ancestral memory that is trapped somewhere within the body is being released that is not in alignment with your highest good, your highest pleasure, your highest health and vitality and natural joy, bliss, and eternal ecstasy. It is all being released, and you are making room for that. And any shame, guilt, and resentment that you feel for yourself and others is released. Any hard emotions or letdowns from anybody in your life is being released, because you are making all this new room in your body, in your physical being, in your mind, body, and spirit for what you want, which is natural joy, peace, bliss, eternal ecstasy, ultimate vitality, excitement, passion, real love. By the way, your divine feminine is helping me to channel this, so thank you. I couldn't do it without you, okay? You're also helping me to grow as a being in this very moment. So thank you. So that is why I'm willing to go through this entire deck for you for free, because it's also healing for me. I feel all right. I mean, I could go for a 24-hour massage. Did you see my 24-hour massage poster? I would definitely consent to a 1-hour massage. I think that would be kind of tough for you to do, but I would definitely consent to giving you an hour massage and receiving one every day. So I had a dream about this. On planet Earth was giving each other massages out of unconditional love, joy, and ecstasy without any shame, guilt, and resentment, and everybody was practicing consent. 24-hour massage is the new vibe on planet Earth. Who doesn't need one to regenerate and anti-age the mind, body, spirit, and soul, to procreate natural joy, bliss, ecstasy, and unconditional love for the present eternity? Because we're eternal right now. The right now is all that exists. I need to change it to say we are worthy, are we not? But this is to really get people to think. Some people get triggered by this. It's weird, but you are worthy, are you not? I've had people hate me for this shit. I get people that absolutely love it and they want to take a picture with it. I was supposed to get 1,000 people to take a picture with it on their phone. The guy that made it for me, he had 20 of them made. He had them made for all of his employees. And he said, this is a splendid idea. I came up with the words. He added in the bottom. He's like, we should really get them to think. We should add something to ask them that, we should ask them, you are worthy, are you not? And I'm like, yeah, dude, that's a great idea. Make it super big at the bottom, because then people are like, worthy? Like, how many people ask themselves if they're worthy about things? Like, is this something that people have conversations with themselves out of self-love and respect? And then he said, I'm going to show this to my wife, and I'm going to tell her, honey, all the hombres and all the homies are getting 24-hour massages, but don't worry, baby. I love you so much. I'll be okay with just a 1-hour massage. And I promise, baby, I can't give you a 24-hour massage, but I promise I'll give you a 1-hour massage. He was a genius for that. I just want to have joy and to find authentic people, especially a man that will be there for me. Absolutely. Who made that sign for you? So Fast Signs made this sign for me. I can't remember because I was constantly traveling from city to city to city, working in my van. But a Fast Signs created that for me. I came up with the speech at the top. I honestly forget. I can't recall. But I remember I remember it in my vision. I've been to a lot of cities. I was actually in so much pain and I couldn't get out of bed for 3 days. I was in so much pain in my body. That's probably why I was having dreams of 24-hour massages. It's for on planet Earth for 7 days in a row. Like, all right, let's get on with your. Yes, so I want you to create your own version of that. And maybe because I want to redo it. I want it to say 24 joy, bliss, massages, steam rooms, like all the perfect things that you could do in a day for self-care is the new vibe on planet Earth. Passionate, hot, tantric, invigorating sex, or love making, because sex is just a procreative act. It's kind of not that great. Procreative tantra, but that's too soon. Yeah, love making, intentional love making. Yes. All right, let's get on to the next one. I'm a little dehydrated here, y'all. Even after drinking 3 gallons, I've been going all day doing Tai Chi Qigong. I peed a lot. I've sweated a lot. So, gentlemen, make sure you stay hydrated. It's essential. All right. Got to make sure them sperm cells are healthy, right? I don't know how my sperm cells would be healthy if my balls and my cock never got sunshine or moonlight. What is going on here? Naturalism. I gave you guys the task. Gentlemen who are still watching, I'll be right back to you, honey, but I have to try to raise these men out of their misogynistic ways of oppressing women. Okay, what did I tell everybody to do? I told everybody to start watching over 100 hours on YouTube, the benefits of naturalism, to really get involved in understanding on a scientific level, on a spiritual level, and all matter that matters, because everything is physical, matter level of the importance of naturalism and why we fell away from it and why we can't be the way that we were for 99.999% of our humanity, and why we have all this technology and healthcare, but people still have cancer and are only living until 150. Doesn't make any sense. They were saying that people in the Bible were living to 950 years. Well, we are solar and lunar beings, and everything we eat are also solar and lunar beings. They grow from the sun and the moonlight through photosynthesis. All right. I'm sorry, babe. I hope you're still here. All right, gratitude. No, I'm grateful if you're still here. I do want to do gratitude. I'm very, very grateful for this experience tonight. I'm grateful in my whole being as much as I can possibly. I try to override a neuro-linguistic program, my mind, body, and spirit as much as I can, but I do have a lot of traumas that I have to overwrite, a lot of DNA that I need to solidify. We're constantly changing. We are constantly in movement. Our DNA is constantly changing by all the energies and vibrations around us. Epigenetics, mind, body, spirit, and soul. We can reverse cancer if we choose to. We can create cancer if we become cancerous and lack of movement. Epigenetics, Bruce Lipton. All right, just throwing out some gems for y'all. You probably already know. All right. Oh, shit. Right now, I really need physical touch. Let me touch myself. Let me activate my heart and lung meridians. There's no chi floating around my heart and lung meridians, then that's a problem. Mind, body, and spirit are one. Oh, I've got some calcification and knots throughout my entire body. Technically, I should be spending all my focus on healing instead of sword training at this moment, but everybody that's mostly on this channel knows me for the giant sword workout. So most people don't watch when I talk about all this, when I talk about the tarot and the oracle decks. So I don't have my same, I changed. I went from just training the swords to getting super, talking about other stuff. And some people just don't stick around for it. But I went on a hiatus for about a year of not posting. So maybe they'll come back and they'll find some value that'll help them to create natural joy, peace, bliss, and eternal ecstasy for themselves and everybody around them. That way everybody can start energizing themselves with improving each other's lives. All right. Was getting some lymph. Some of my lymph nodes in my biceps are a little bit constricted, so I'm releasing some trapped lymph from my lymph nodes. All right. Yo. All right. All right, this is for you, goddess. Thank you. You're so freaking sweet. I want you to pretend like this is on your chest. And if you're standing up or sitting up or dancing or moving your hips or whatever, maybe pretend like it's on your crown chakra and you have perfect balance. Look at that. Hopefully they'll come back. Will I get a new job? So I'm not about telling your fortune. So that's going to have to be your decision because you are the goddess. You are the creator of your own goddess. Your own life as a goddess is created by you. If you want to get a new job, it'll be because you are feeling a lack at your current job, as if there's not enough people that bring the best out of you all the time. I feel like you will search for a job and you'll start having interviews and you'll start trying to tap into the vibrations and just really sitting and listening in the interview on what's going on. Or you'll create your own business. Or you'll do something that isn't like a job, that brings natural joy, bliss, and eternal ecstasy in your life. If you haven't already had that in your life, you seem like a charming girl already. So as far as I know, there's no way you would be attracted to me if you had the perfect job. There's no way. You can tell that I'm a little irate. I don't know. I'm projecting my own consciousness without knowing. We do that a lot. We project our own level of consciousness onto others. So I would hope that you would find or co-create within your highest self, individually, and then with co-creative community, a job that heals your mind, body, and spirit, and allows you to be in a position to keep the anti-aging process going, where you can feel joy throughout the day. You can dance without people telling, oh, don't dance, or stop laughing so loud, or focus on your work. Like, yes. So if you will it to be, goddess, it will be. And you are worthy, are you not, of a job in a profession that heals every part of your body, mentally, physically, and spiritually. An environment like that, and the way you will procure a business or working for somebody else, that is you will create a vision board, manifesto, and you will print out beautiful, colorful pictures of that, and you will post it in your bedroom. You'll post it on your ceiling. You'll post it on your bathroom. You'll waterproof it. You'll post it on the shower while you're taking a bath. You'll post it in the kitchen. It will be posted everywhere for constant reminder, because our jobs take up an awful lot of our energy and our life force vitality. And you know deep down in your heart and your eternal being that you are worthy of natural joy, peace, bliss, and eternal ecstasy. And the only way you can have that is if other people around you are creating that within themselves. Write this down on a notebook if you have a pen with you, Rebbe. Write down that I am worthy of creating this vision board, and I will create this vision board because I am a goddess of creation, of wisdom. I have the power to create life within my womb. I am a nurturing goddess. I am sexual. I am sensual. I am confident. And I will not settle for anything but my highest health and happiness. And you could go back and listen to this one later. Yeah. Let me drink some more. Oh yeah, let me. You could tell that I was, what does that come from? Let me do this. I definitely have a child wound from that mother of mine that used to slap me to the ground every day. She used to make me stand on my tippy toes, and if I couldn't stand on my tippy toes for 10 hours in the corner, I'd be standing there all day on my tippy toes, and she would smack me to the ground. That is the family that the government put me in after they took me away from my poor mother, who was growing weed, which is now legal. Congratulations, the U.S. government. I'm so thankful for all the abuse, because if I wouldn't have gone through that abuse, I wouldn't have been able to come up with this beautiful poster, and I wouldn't have been able to make that beautiful affirmation for Rebbe. All right. Oh, crap. All right. I'm a man of my word. So let's continue. All right. Not always. I try to start a lot of different projects, and yeah, I'm not always a man of my word, but I try to be. I get excited. I have ADHD, you know? All right, let's see what's next. Oh, truth. You are walking in your truth every single day. Every time you envision something in your mind and that voice in your head, you are always walking in your truth. Every time you hear the voice in your head, you feel it with that confident, warm love that you have for yourself, that I am always walking in my truth. I am always walking in my truth. And me walking in my truth is attracting exactly what I want into my life. And I am intentionally walking in my truth because I am worthy of such love, respect, joy, bliss, eternal ecstasy, excitement, vigor, passion. And I deserve to have that out of a man at all times. And I deserve a man who is balanced and is in control of his emotions all the time. And I will accept nothing less because I am a goddess and I am worthy of the utmost love and respect. All right, let's see what's next. Ugh. And I try not to be angry at people once I see myself as this, for people don't treat me that way. Because they just haven't, those other goddesses out there haven't found their own inner goddess. And so maybe I'm making them insecure because I'm embodying my true self. It's not my problem that they're ashamed of their natural breasts. It's not my responsibility to focus all my energy on those women who are insecure because they are deeply wounded by this toxic culture, which don't allow women to have healthy breasts, which are essential for healthy breastfeeding. All right. I will accept nothing less of a healthy mind, body, and spirit so that my family can be healthy as can be. And I will stand in my truth. And I will use my feminine love and nurture. And I will not be ashamed of my breasts because my breasts are a symbol of nurture. My breasts are literally here to nurture children. And every man that looks at my breasts can be nurtured alone just by seeing my breasts. If there's a fight and a woman pops out her titties, there's not going to be a fight anymore. There's not going to be a fight anymore if he's not gay. Or if he's not insecure and has been taught to abuse women and he's so ashamed of it, of enjoying some breasts, or his woman's not super insecure. Maybe his woman should have popped out her breast, or maybe all the women's breasts should have been popped out like us men who can have our breasts out. I feel so much anger for what they did to my mother. So I'm here on a mission. All right. My mother is dead because the government took me away from my mother because she grew marijuana. And of course, no, I did not want my mother to have to put weed into her sacred lungs. That is the most important organ in the body of pumping chi through the heart valve. Okay? But what the government did to my mother, putting her in a shock therapy chair, giving her shock therapy, and putting her on all these pharmaceutical drugs and calling her crazy because they used all those money and resources of the blood, sweat, and life force vitality of all the taxpayers to take me away from my mom and then give me probably a much, much, much worse life for what I went through. You could only imagine the anger and the vengeance that I've felt. Anyway, I want to cleanse you from my dirty energy right here. And I'll also try to cleanse myself from my own dirty energy. And that dirty energy that was casted upon me through the actions of others. We cleanse ourselves of anything that no longer serves us. We cleanse ourselves of any anger, rage, boredom, vengeance, apathy, disillusionment, anything that disconnects us from natural joy, peace, bliss, and eternal ecstasy, unconditional love, excitement, electricity in our cellular DNA. We cleanse ourselves of that so we can make room for what charges and anti-ages our body, which is unconditional love, which allows our body to create stem cells in the body. Women are the nurturers, so women can create stem cells in their womb while we are in the womb for 9 months. It is blasphemy in the Christian Bible to say, all women should be screaming it at the top of their lungs while ripping open their shirts and having their husbands around there defend against some imbecile with a gun and a bulletproof vest, violating their rights and locking them in a prison and then using force against nonviolence. And those men should be there to defend their women, to have the same rights as men! Otherwise they're beta bitches! Sorry, I had a little bit of anger and rage come through. Sorry about that. I'm glad that it instantly left. Honey, I told you, this is why. I'm single. I don't even talk to women in the real world. I don't. Okay, so I cleansed myself of all that rage because I just let it out. I allowed myself to feel that emotion. And I gotta let you know, it felt fucking great to see that vision in my mind and just scream. And I saw all the women on planet Earth just throwing it off and saying, I refuse to desecrate my breasts away from the sunlight so that my children can have healthy breast milk. Okay. And I create boundaries away from those people who don't respect and honor my boundaries when I am having my breasts out. And I create boundaries and communities where people, like all the people around the world who are at the nudist beaches, who are not acting prude and weird and overly lustful and overly aroused. And I don't get offended if I accidentally make a man's boner. I should be proud of myself. If I can walk down the beach and give 100 men their boner, then that's fine, as long as they are not violating me and they are accepting. That should be a code of honor for men to show me that I just gave all those men boners on the beach, instead of shaming men for something natural. Women are walking around all the time with their panties soaking wet from time to time. Maybe not all the time. My ex's was. Their clitoris filled to the brim with blood. That's why women live longer. First off, they have more stem cells and they're in a place where they can be at an arousal that creates serotonin, dopamine, oxytocin, the perfect realm of hormones that allows you to be nurturing. It doesn't mean that you have to have sex every time you get aroused. It doesn't mean that men should be shameful, but we live in society. And that's why, more than likely not, I will be becoming a monk out on the forest, underneath a waterfall, far away from civilization, by myself or with a beautiful goddess, so that I can practice giving a beautiful goddess the best sex that anybody has ever experienced in their entire life. I'm going to train day and night for it. All men should be procuring this mindset. if you have true love for yourself and true love for women, that's what we would be doing. In my opinion. Again, that's just my opinion. Sorry. No, I know you're not judging me. I know you're not judging me. I know you don't judge me. But a lot of people judge me. All the time. Just read the comments sometimes. See, look, I'm a little boy, honey. I'm a little boy. I cannot keep natural joy, peace, bliss, and eternal ecstasy in my embodiment all the time. I'm constantly triggered by the past. My past is dictating my present moment. I make affirmations about bringing natural joy, peace, bliss, and eternal ecstasy, but also not seeing it in the world around me. I feel that frustration. Okay. Trust in yourself. Trust in yourself. You have so much trust in yourself. You are the butterfly right now. The past, present, and future of yourself, you are already your highest self. Trust that and see it and feel it in the emotional release. Emotion, energy, emotion. Emotion is matter. It's all matter. Everything matters. Our mind matters. Our mind creates physical matter. Our mind manifests many festivities, many festivals. We are manifesting. Look at that. You are the butterfly. You are delicate and you are strong like a butterfly. You have so much stamina. You can just fly from one side of the earth all the way to the next once a year. The monarch butterfly. Amazing. What an amazing spirit animal. All right, I got the simplicity, because that's really what I talk about, y'all. Simplicity, kind of like we've overextended ourselves. We're cutting down all the trees. We're burning everything down. We're causing global warming, whatever you want to call it. Like, what do we really need to have natural joy, peace, bliss, and eternal ecstasy? Well, we need to understand how to create natural drugs in our body. Naturally, we should just feel like we're on drugs. As we were children, we just naturally felt like we were in joy, bliss, and happiness when we were playing on the playground. That's how we felt. Hopefully, we had little bursts of it, if we can remember, laughing so hard at night, whatever it was. And for the people that didn't get that, that is your birthright. That's absolutely fucked up that you did not experience that. I experienced a lot of fucked up shit, but thankfully, I was still able to experience that stuff. And I've still been able to channel in and focus my mind's eye and my emotional state to recreate and release those endorphins and move my body in the way that I figured out how to move as a child, to be in touch and in tap with my nervous system so that I can create my own feel-good endorphins on tap. We are a chemical pharmacy. That's what the gurus teach us. All right. Let me get back to Rebbe. Simplicity. Everybody should be getting an hour massage every day. We have a lot less negative vibes here on planet Earth. Imagine not having to walk around once and never having to worry about getting a dirty look from anybody. How fucking amazing that would be. That'd be fucking amazing, wouldn't it? If everybody was getting a 1 hour massage a day, just doing massage trades, taking care of each other, learning to become a better massage therapist. I'm also kind of doing this for the collective too. Magic. You are so magic. Your feminine power is magic. It is quantum science. Everybody came from the woman's womb. Women did not come from the man's rib. If anybody has more magic than anybody, it is the feminine. It is the divine feminine. But the divine feminine cannot be divine feminine without the divine masculine. And the divine masculine cannot be the divine masculine without the divine feminine. You are magic. We are all here because of the potential of your feminine magic. which all magic is just quantum science. Everything can be explained. It's not woo-woo, people. And in the Bible, it says, shun those spellcasters and those witches. Okay, when you spell something out, let me spell this out for you. Love. What did I just do? I just spelled something out. Did I cast a spell? Okay, what about now? Hate. Did I just cast a spell? Of course, because it's spelling. What was the intention? Was it to create or to destroy? Huh? So like we're brainwashed. We're brainwashed. Let's spell out the future in our minds and our hearts. And if we spell out love for others and we give other people the best lives that we can possibly give them, then they're going to be able to give that back in return. So fuck all this fucking war bullshit. It's creating so much negative fucking vibes. Fuck it. The Bobo tribe. So we're very related to the Bobo tribe, everybody. And by the way, I'm not talking to you, honey. I'm not talking to you, Ruby. I'm talking to a bunch of assholes. So I go back and forth of focusing on your energy and then the energy of like other entities that are darker. So when I get a little crazy, Ruby, that is not your energy. So it's not directed at you. There's no possible way that you have put that energy onto me. So you shouldn't be perceiving at all that I am. Matter of fact, if you were rubbing my shoulders, I'd probably be pretty relaxed right now. Just being real. But yeah. So I forgot what I was saying. But the Bobo tribe. So the Bobo tribe. So we're closely related to chimpanzees. The chimpanzees are a lot like your rappers, like Wiz Khalifa, who says he's gonna fuck your bitch. And now we have like the apex female chimpanzees saying that they're gonna fuck these other bitches dudes. You know what I'm saying? But there's this other tribe that we're closely related to called the Bobo tribe. And do you know what the Bobo tribe does all day? They literally have orgies with each other all day and pick fresh, voluptuous fruit off the trees by the waterfalls and just relax and swing from the trees and have fun all fucking day. The Bobo tribe. So thanks a lot, all the scientists, from putting into our mind how closely we are related to the chimpanzees. Because you just projected those actions and behaviors into people's conscious, actual behavior. Congratulations for not putting more attention towards the Bobo tribe. Can we see now how the spells that are spelled out for us manifest our reality? Fucking idiot ass scientists. Fucking dumbasses. Sorry. But that's like what we were taught in schools, right? All right, let me tune in for let me try and in for Rebby. All right, Rebby. I have a hard time with this one. This one is surrender, so I'll have to come back to this. But I think that we should surrender back to our natural ancestral state. Okay, I came up with something. We are allowing ourselves right now. This is for you, but this is also for me. It's also for the collective. We are allowing ourselves to surrender back into our natural state of not being in fear, jealousy, envy, and resentment of our naked bodies and our naked bodies and other people's naked bodies. We are taking full responsibility for our own emotions. And instead of getting pissed off when your man's looking over there or whatnot, you just do a little dance for him and direct him this way. And everybody just learns to be able to have ultimate vitality in the sunshine and just control themselves, right? Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Grounding. That anger comes from all the people that are afraid and that anger and that disconnection from love. It comes because I'm not able to love myself. I'm not able to love myself. I'm not able to go out and just sunbathe wherever I want. I live in a highly oppressive society. We all do. We just don't realize it because we haven't done our 100 hours of research yet on the importance of naturalism, which was our 99% of our, we are billions of years old, 99.9% of our humanity. Humanity, M-A-N. Oh my gosh, there's another sexist fucking word. How come they don't call it humanity? Blasphemy. Anyway, I just want to point these things out because they all act on our subconscious. Authenticity. You are so authentic. Every day you wake up, you are more and more authentic in guiding yourself towards natural joy, peace, bliss, eternal ecstasy, unconditional love, and ultimate vitality, excitement, joy, feeling more embodied in yourself, feeling more confident in yourself, feeling more confident in your ability to diffuse negativity around you, feeling more authentic in your confidence on how to create the atmosphere around you instead of being affected by the atmosphere of all the collective auras that you go through on a daily basis. Authenticity. Oh, Dark Souls, I've heard of that game. Are you from the States? Are you guys talking about the giant sword, Dark Souls? Do no harm, but take no shit. All right. Challenge. I challenge each and every man to allow their woman to be in their absolute, true, and authentic self with their titties out. And still, if a bunch of men come over and start hitting on her, be able to keep their woman with them without feeling fear and insecurity. I challenge all men, instead of controlling their woman out of their own fear that they're going to lose their woman and that they can't defend their woman, or that their woman doesn't have the right to defend them, or that she's not going to leave them. I challenge all men to become better versions of themselves so that their women can have their breasts out and they're not forcing them to cover it up, and they're able to handle themselves accordingly. I challenge all men on planet Earth, starting today, to stop oppressing the woman who is going to be feeding your child through her breasts. She's not getting vitamin D on her breasts. We wonder why women are getting breast cancer. I challenge you to have enough love for your woman to decrease the chances of her having breast cancer by learning to stand up and teach your woman how to stand up for herself, for her own sovereign right to have her breast braced by the most important hormones, things that create our hormones, which is the sunlight and the moonlight. Scientifically proven. If you're not going to do that for your wife or your friends that are women, then you don't love them. And you probably don't love titties. Okay, the labyrinth. Sorry, that was that one was for the collective. That one was for the collective. The Dark Souls kind of took me away from your nurture. The Dark Souls it's an intense game. All right, the labyrinth. Robbie. We are swimming in a labyrinth of darkness and light all the time. We are swimming in a labyrinth of oppression Let us find a way out of this labyrinth of oppression and sickness. For real. Like, for real, for real. Shapeshifter. You are the perfect shapeshifter. You're able to get into any environment and express yourself in any environment, in any individual, by tuning into their energetic aura and still able to bring the best out of them. You're able to channel your emotions and not be triggered, and you're able to shapeshift and read the energy through your goddess power. We're constantly shapeshifting. We're constantly shapeshifting. Every energy and emotion, you listen to 50 songs, you're totally shapeshifting. Your DNA is changing in real time. You're able to do it all by yourself with your breath and your mind. You are a goddess shapeshifter. Knowledge. We accept that we are the dumbest people we know, because only then will we seek to know and understand all that is outside of us, because all that is outside of us affects us. But we seek to learn the knowledge of ourselves that we have forgotten, so that the outside doesn't affect us as much. Ooh. Connection. You are creating so many beautiful, solid connections within your sphere. Everybody that you connect with, you're creating a connection that is prosperous for you mentally, physically, and spiritually. You're able to embody an energy within yourself and keep it afloat throughout your chakras. You're able to harness your chakras to create that connection with other people. You're bringing this connection out of other people. You're shining so bright in natural joy, peace, bliss, and eternal ecstasy, and you're able to regulate your emotions to keep yourself there so often in the past, present, and future for all of eternity, that connections appear at every angle. Everybody you meet is a possible positive connection, because you're becoming so powerful in doing this. Oh, did y'all hear that pop in my traps? Oh, my knees. I'm getting a little tired, but I'm a man of my word. If I said I was going to drag 500 pounds to the waterfall so that I could get away from the humans that are going to judge me, so that I could practice my sexual Tai Chi for a couple months, I got to have at least 300 pounds of food. I'll be right back. I got to take a quick piss. BRB. Be right back. Keep peeing it out, sweating it out. Keep putting it in. My calves are a little more hydrated now. The cramp isn't as bad as it was. Oh, yeah. It feels good. Jeez. I should have peed like 20 minutes ago. Feels good to not have to hold the bladder. Oh, yeah. All that pressure around my root and sacral and solar plexus, I can actually breathe down into it without having to hold my pubic muscles. Oh, what a great release. That's probably a good quart of liquid. Oh yeah. I swear my pelvic floor muscles are getting a lot. I swear I used to be able to pee a full gallon at a time when I was a kid. And now I can only like pee like a quart. It's because I sit so much. My butt, I have such a small, tiny booty. Ugh. Became so lethargic and a phone addict learning all this stuff last year. Addicted to my phone. Beating off my cock to hundreds of women. It's embarrassing, but don't judge me for the woman that I'm doing the reading for. I was addicted to watching. I don't want to call it gangbang porn because it wasn't gangbang porn. The woman was like demanding the cock. She was demanding all the cocks. She was 100% in control, and she loved it. I used to be 100% monogamous in my heart. I didn't used to watch stuff like that, but it got pretty intense. And I think what was missing was the fact that I don't have camaraderie with other men. And I thought, what a beautiful way to be, and I can't, and I'm insecure that I can't. Like my first woman that I was in a relationship for 3 years, and I'm not saying that I need to be like that because I was in a relationship with a woman for 3 years before, but the amount of full body orgasms that I had with the first woman when I was able, one night we went 6 hours with 4 30-minute breaks, and she was wet. The sheets were like completely soaked. And if it was plastic, it would have been running off the side of the bed. Like I literally got us Camel packs, and we were drinking the Camel packs while having sex. So I feel like a failure. So I wasn't having camaraderie with men. You know, men used to go out and hunt together. So I'm like, to me, I'm not satisfied unless I can satisfy a woman that well. And if I can only satisfy a woman for 45 minutes, then I'm only in getting that. Like, if I'm seeing a woman satisfied for only 45 minutes, this is a huge fucking problem. And also, I wasn't ready for marriage and commitment. And so I was opening up my spectrum of ideals. I'd also been a stripper. So I had 500 people in a night sexualizing over me. That's like polyamorous energy just rushing over my soul. It was a lot. I still think monogamy is 100% possible. But I don't think that people should be shamed for it if there's maturity. In a lot of ways, I've watched. That's something if you guys choose to do. If you don't choose to do it, then don't do it. It's absolutely up to you. Part of me is wishing for monogamy right now. So maybe I shouldn't tell everybody to go watch 100 hours of videos on polyamory. But to say that we could unconditionally love everybody and then only love one person, it's kind of, I mean, what is love? Love isn't the act of sex. So you got to think deep on that one. Most people can't keep a relationship together with 2 people, but there are polyamorous relationships where people are having orgies every night. Consensual adults, not some bullshit P. Diddy shit against consent. And they don't have to feel shame about lusting after other people. And it works for them. I've never experienced this. Never experienced this in my life. I've only lived vicariously once in a while through, it just occasionally pops back up on my algorithm because I think I watched like 40 or 50 videos of it. Okay, next connection. Oh, okay, so I did these. Where are the other cards? Oh, I stuck them on the same. Oh, BRB. Oh, those are the cards I already did. But I have that deep fear. I have that deep fear that because I have that deep fear that I'll fall in love too fast with a woman with my head. Without my head. All right. Vision. Ooh, look at this, goddess. Look at this. Look at this. I want you to envision this as you, but I want you to envision it on two images with your also your two other eyes open as well, and you're in natural joy, bliss, and eternal ecstasy. But you're naked. You're naked. So one with the sun, one with the moon, perhaps by a waterfall. Perhaps you just received a full body massage. And whatever else you envision, with no shame, guilt, or resentment, as long as it's not hurt anybody else. As long as it's allowing me to feel natural joy, peace, bliss, and eternal ecstasy in everybody else on earth, because I hate grumpy fuckers who aren't in natural joy, peace, bliss, and eternal ecstasy. So most days, and I hate myself. Just being real. I'm being real. Sensuality. Look at that. I have a task for you, goddess. I want you to, because you're so smoking hot, I want you to get 2 fans instead of using AC in your apartment when it's hot. I want you to dance either naked in your apartment or in like a place, like hopefully there's a place around you where you can dance naked outside in a naturalist place. I want you to get 2 fans and I want you to just cool yourself off and come up with a nice sensual mating dance. Even if we're not mating right away, just like a beautiful mating. If we would ever be, because I am a crazy man and you probably deserve much, 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 much better than me. I have some extreme dualities, honey. I have some extreme dualities, okay? Okay. Change. I'm not saying that I don't like you. I don't even know anything about you. I know you're super sweet. Or you can be. I'm not sure about the change. We learn to adapt with change, because if we can't learn to adapt with change, we have to learn to change. If we can't learn to adapt to change, then we're never going to get full vitality in our body. We're never going to be able to have our birthright that we had as children, to be naked and have full spectrum sunlight so that we can get the nourishment on our body that doctors prescribe for people who are ill, who are good holistic doctors, so that we can moonbathe, so that we can get all the electromagnetic nutrients that the plants get, which all animals eat, which we are made up of, because we are made up of the earth. We need to change so that we can learn to let go of guilt, resentment, shame, fear, so we can do our 100. And I'm not talking to you, babe. I'm talking to all the people that got offended and didn't honor me with wide eyes, or agreement of everybody. Remember, you got to do 1,000 hours of research on YouTube naturalism. Watch 1,000 hours of the benefits of our health, mind, body, and spirit in naturalism. The desire. You are worthy of your wildest desires, your wildest dreams that bring you natural joy, peace, bliss, eternal ecstasy, unconditional love, excitement, spontaneity, and anything that disconnects you from that is out of alignment with your highest, most healthiest self. And you are worthy of creating a micro community of this so that you can have this for yourself because you are worthy, are you not, goddess? Yes, you are. Oh, my necks are cracking. That's what's up. I tell myself that once a day that I want to get married and I want to have children with one person. And other times I tell myself that I want to move off the grid with a community of people. And I want us all to marry each other. We put the kids down to bed and we all run to the top of the mountain and we all just start giving each other massages. No one and everybody. So let's say that you're my married wife, but I can see that you were liking the move that Joey was doing on Rebecca, and Rebecca is okay with it. Okay, so why not? But we didn't consent to Joey procreating juice inside of your vagina. You're a sacred womb creator. But who knows? Maybe we have 6 kids and you kind of like some attributes of Joey. And we sit down and we talk with Rebecca and Joey and we're like, yeah, you know what? Have a kid with Joey. Why not? We're all taking care of the children. It takes a tribe to raise the children. I'd much rather that than you fuck them behind my back. And I would like to watch, especially if you're deriving pleasure. But I would also want her to watch as well and for her to see pleasure in it as well. If that can't be it, then polyamory just doesn't work. Just being real, y'all. That's how it's got to be, or it's got to be monogamy. You can't go fucking people behind their backs because there's shame, there's guilt, there's fear. These are toxic emotions. It's stupid. And then there's a lack of trust. And then everybody's insecure. Is Joey's cock's bigger than mine? Is Maria's vagina tighter? Oh my, what do you see in her that you don't see in me? You're mine! All right, you guys get the picture. Perseverance. But no, I don't want to pollute your mind. So hopefully I didn't fuck up your mind right there. Because it's much easier to probably find. It depends on how you look at it. I don't know. I feel like it might be easier to get your needs met from 3 really, really, really good men. But also, it could get interesting, like there could be competition. So there have to be absolute understanding and love. So I think it just have to be orgies. And everybody would just be orgifying. We'd somehow have to transmute jealousy and know that we're not meaning to harm the other person, that we want natural joy, peace, bliss, and ecstasy for each other, instead of hurting other people and having people feel left out or hurt or insecure. And so it would take a great amount of spiritual evolution And if you watch those polyamorous things, they're completely in love with each other, everybody. It's interesting. Okay. Gift. You are a gift. You are a gift to this beautiful world, Rebbe. And because you desire to be married one day, you will be, because it is your birthright. And you are a goddess. And you are nurturing and you are confident. So it'll be so easy. You won't get too wrapped up into a man without truly understanding the man and truly building that amazing chemistry. And you will not settle for any man that you are not comfortable with, because that would be defiling yourself. So if that man is not honoring and respecting you in your feelings and emotions, you will be wise, because you know your limits and you know your capabilities. And your limits and capabilities are always growing and expanding towards more joy, bliss, internal ecstasy, unconditional love, and ultimate vitality with your future husband. Dream. Your wildest dreams are constantly in your third eye. They're shining down on your seventh chakra. You are rooted deep in all of your chakras in your dream. You are completely aligned in the root, the sacral, the solar plexus, the heart, the third eye, and your dream is a reality. It is right now. You can feel it. You can feel exactly what that feels like. Your wildest dreams, your most romantic relationship. You can smell the breeze from the ocean. You can see the cherry blossom trees blowing in the wind. You can see the sun rays. You can see your naked man dancing for you, his sexual dance to please you. I'm not happy with my face, y'all. I need some skincare. Okay. Devotion. Your man or men and women or whatever you choose, or wherever things may lead, are completely devoted to you and your highest good. And they are devoted to helping you procure and create natural joy, peace, bliss, eternal ecstasy, and unconditional love for all of your present eternity. The present moment is now. Open it up. Feel what's inside. Feel what that feels like. See it in your mind's eye. Feel it in your heart. Feel it in all your chakras completely connected. And create your vision and manifesto board for your perfect husband. Write that down in your journal. Go grab. Start coloring. Make some hearts. Make some infinity symbols. Make some flowers. Make some little kissy smooches. Get creative. You can spell and cast spells with words. You can also do it with pictures and pictograms. Become the artist. And be happy with your little, you might be the best artist on the earth, or it might just come out as little child stuff. Love it. Love it. Love it. Action. Take action right now. Write down all the qualities that you will not settle for less in a man that will be your future husband, how he will treat you, what your days will be like, what the business you guys will have together will look like, or what your off-grid paradise and daily activities will look like, hunting and foraging and fishing, off the grid, picking off the most juiciest, healthiest, non-GMO plants that you grew that only took like what, 10 hours a week to maintain the garden. The rest is all working out and having hot, steamy sex and climbing mountains and yeah, just freaking having him pound it underneath the waterfall just the way you like with your pierced nipples. Howling. You're both howling at the moon. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get another take on that. This is age-restricted content, so I have this video set to age restriction. I don't quite like it because I don't know. I don't think his muscles are strong enough. I think he's kind of losing his breath. I think he's getting a little tired, but he can't stop hearing her moans and pleasure, so he can't stop. She loves it in this position. So he's gonna suffer a little bit for his wife. Oh, it's in her booty hole. Jeez, it's the only one that I could find. Who knows? Perhaps that is the other man that I was talking about. He's holding you for me, and he's a little bit shy. Who knows? Who knows? I mean, look, maybe this is another man and he's a little shy, that he can only do it in the back door. And I have, because we've had babies together, and who knows? Who knows? Oh shit. What have I gotten myself into? Now I've polluted your mind. Now I'd have to be down with that. You're already confident about your, it's all because you wouldn't want to do anything that hurt me. Of course not. And it would be consensual. It wouldn't be behind my back. I'd much prefer that. All right, what is this one? Healing, sexual healing. This picture kind of depresses me, to be honest. But she has her heart in a box. So maybe we can just talk about, like, I don't know, she just seems depressed. But she's worthy of her pain in this picture. I mean, imagine if you could, imagine, I'm not saying that this is good or bad. And I'm not saying I'm a mega cuck, because I used to never be into that at all. All the porn that I used to watch was like super one-on-one. And then I was watching like 5 girls, 1 dude. I told you why I was starting to watch other dudes, because like I'm kind of a 45-minute pump chump right now. I want to see my woman in absolute ecstasy for hours. And if I can't do that, why not a group of people help with that? Like, imagine an aura of absolute joy, bliss, unconditional love, eternal ecstasy, and absolute vitality. Like an orgy, consensual. But also imagine a man that could and did train as a Shaolin monk with his hard cock and could walk around without getting judged by the rest of his peers with a hard cock all day long, practicing sexual qigong. So he could give it to you for 12 hours and while you're drinking water from the waterfall. And you've gotten the breath down so much that it's just infinite energy. You keep getting the nutrients from the waterfall. You're never going to go dry. You're squirting all over the place. Judgment. We hold no judgment towards others, because natural joy, bliss, eternal ecstasy, and pleasure is a birthright. And if we're not getting our needs met by somebody and we're lusting after somebody else, we hold no judgment in ourselves. If we have told our partner that we are committed to our partner, then we will not do those things. And if our partner tells us that they are uncomfortable, then we will respect and honor that without judgment and with unconditional love. Otherwise, we are breaking the code of creating natural joy, peace, bliss, and eternal ecstasy, unconditional love, and ultimate vitality, because we are creating distrust by judging others. If people are judging us, they are not giving us love, and how can we trust each other? Judgment. No one likes feeling judged. Nobody. Oh no. My tea's gone cold. Let me heat it back up. LOL. It is in her butt. Oh, I should go back and read these. I'll give you some skincare. Just slide that pussy up and down across my face for about 3 hours. I can respect that you don't think that polyamorous works. That is your physical manifestation. I like only one man. It is a little bit dirty in the booty hole. You know, it's a lot of work to prep there. I have heard women say that it's extremely pleasurable. But, I mean, you also dookie out of that hole, so if it got stretched out too much, it might be weird. Yeah, that's right, Renee. Renee is your wife here. I haven't been reading Renee's stuff. Of course you could say hi to her. You're a sovereign goddess. She's not my wife. I'm here committing to the connection that I've made with you. I could probably go back and read her stuff. But right now I'm focused on you, and my heart is centered on completing your tarot reading. And you excited me tonight. You're the one that excited me. You're the one that had me thinking about your pierced breasts, and you were embodying your sexuality. Yes. OLOL. I'm writing it down. I'll have to go back and read this later. I have 2 cats. Meow. That's a cool position. So you like anal? No, if you don't like anal, that should be fine, because a man should be able to control his ejaculate. A man should definitely be able to control his ejaculate. If you just be tilted forward just a little bit, and then I could kind of just hold your nipples right across the waterfall as the waterfall rains down on your nipples. Stimulate your nipples with the waterfall, like a beautiful waterfall in paradise. Yeah, that'd be hot. I could just tilt you forward just a little bit, and you can arch your back. I need to do some yoga. Oh, I'm so tight. Solitude. Honey, you're not going to let me pollute your mind. You're going to stay true to yourself, even if that means taking time away from me, because or maybe you'll demand me, and you'll be so seductive that all I see is you, and we'll just be in solitude together. Ooh, I don't know what I was thinking there. That was a little bit there was a little bit me involved in that. So Either way, it's for your highest good, for natural joy, peace, bliss, eternal ecstasy, and unconditional love, and ultimate vitality for all of eternity. You're always going to remember to unplug from anything that does not serve your highest health, wealth, because health is our best wealth, is the most important. You're going to unplug from situations, individuals. You are a nurturing woman and you might want to intervene and help heal somebody, but you're also going to unplug from them if they are draining you, whether that be a family member, a sibling, a grandmother, a grandfather. Of course, you want perfect relationships. We all do with our loved ones, but you're going to respect yourself enough to unplug from them when they do not honor and respect your true self, and when they disrespect you in any way. Hopefully you don't have that at all. Hopefully nobody has to deal with that. I had some memories and emotions come up in my body, so I was probably projecting that. I was probably projecting a little bit of that vision. Let me try to make that sound more beautiful. Just keep it simple. Unplug from all the technology and all the robots and tap into your own inner technology. Maybe get some lang balls if you're worried about your pussy being tight, which I'm sure it's not an issue. But they have these balls that you can stick up inside you, and you can keep them in there and you can swirl them around. I can't remember what they're called, but they're super heavy. Make sure you pick a material that is good for your body and not too big of ones that don't fall out. So pick the size for you that will just fall out naturally. But that's essentially what you do, is you take these two balls and you want to try to figure out how to spin them in a circle up and down your vaginal canal. But you need to do a lot of research because you don't want to get anything stuck in your vagina. So maybe do this with those little bobos, like something that can fully dissipate and like you put it in liquid and it starts to melt, something that's non-toxic. So that way, if it gets stuck up there, you just got to make sure you're super wet, so then it just drips out of you. They have these types of food materials. Just make sure that it doesn't cause no issues. I'm not recommending anything because I'm not an expert in this. I've literally only thought of that 10 times. I've heard it a couple of times in my life. But yeah, mirror, that would be like the equivalent of doing this on the mountaintop and me moving my hips. Yeah, so that I could do this for an hour while holding your back arched over with the waterfall stimulating your breasts. Yeah, because in that position, I can't really lick your breasts. Seriously. I gotta love Mother and Father Nature. Oh no, what happened? Did it get my phone got a little wet. What were we doing? Were we filming it? Were we filming that? Were we filming that scene so that when our kids were old enough, they could see and do for them so they didn't have to watch us because it'd be just too awkward? Son, go out to the mountains. Here is the blueprint. I've showed you the entire Karma Sutra. Love you and your mother. Go do it on the mountain away from us. Have a good time, guys. Who else is going to teach them? You know what I'm saying? That's hilarious. That is hilarious. I mean, what do you expect? Our kid, Who created the Karma Sutras? Bless their soul. Bless their soul. Most parents won't even give their kids a Karma Sutra book to help improve their marriage. It's like they don't want to always see their grandkids happy together or something and see the smiling looks on their faces when they come over. You're sitting there 130 doing Shaolin Kung Fu, spinning on your head, and your offspring's coming over, and you're not hearing them behind the waterfall just clapping for 6 hours straight, 7 hours straight. What is going on? We have failed our children. People in the Bible used to live 950 years. Jeez. I don't have any children. I'm just imagining the future. Mirror, mirror on the wall, we must see us as the most loving of them all. Yes. We got to be more loving and not be so hard on ourselves. And we got to realize that we're all mirrors to each other's souls. That when we get to know each other, there's always things that we can connect on instead of being disconnected from. Instead of seeing what separates us, we could all see what connects us. The eyes are the windows to the soul. So the beauty that you see in me is a reflection of you, because you wouldn't be able to see that beauty if you didn't see it in others. Facts. Oh, and I'm loving that you stayed around and everything. Wait, I think I already did these. I did perseverance. I did adventure. I don't know. Am I using the wrong deck? Oh, okay. We did rescue. Treasure. Let's start trying to find all the treasures in life that are non-material. Let's start to treasure the things that will last, like longevity of the body, the mind, and the spirit, and the heart. That's the true treasure, is time. The harder we work in an environment that doesn't bring natural joy, peace, bliss, and eternal ecstasy to us, the more that we take away our ability to be in a state of being where the true treasure is time. It's happiness, it's joy, it's bliss, it's giving and receiving that. Yay, more tea. Great thing about it is I've only used 2 tea bags. I used to spin a sign. So I was a professional sign spinner. I used to get paid $40 to do all these crazy tricks, throw the sign up, spin it behind my back. Sorry, I'm getting a little off task here, but, oh no, that would be a trauma coming through from teachers telling me that I was off task, and the fear and me having to correct myself. So I have the right. It's my channel. I am channeling this energy onto you. Thank you for accepting this channeling. I try to keep it pure. So yes, the sign is about, 4 or 5 pounds. My job was to dance 4 hours straight while smiling and waving and dancing. And my boss said if I wasn't getting 10 honks every 30 minutes, if he drove by, I was fired. So fortunately, I was able to get 1 honk an hour and wave. So I was able to get about 60 honks an hour, give or take. smiles from people at a four-way stop, spinning my sign, pointing to it, pointing to the place of business. It was a really fun job. But I also started that when I was coming out and I was going through one of the most deepest depressions of my life. So in order to, and I also completed the 120-day challenge with the 20-pound sword, worked up to the two 10-pound ankle weights, the two 2.5-pound wrist weights. And I had put on the 30-pound weighted vest from day 90 to day 120. And so I had really damaged my body. I thought that I needed to continue putting on weight no matter what the pain in my body. And I didn't realize that I was actually breaking down my ligaments, tendons, and joints. Thankfully, I have been repairing and regrowing my ligaments, tendons, and joints. I've learned that just eating meat and not eating cartilage and ligaments, tendons, and joints are not going to give me the bioavailable material to repair ligaments, tendons, and joints. So thankfully, I am doing that now, and I am releasing all this muscle pain, and I'm not overtraining so the muscles aren't pulling against. I'm giving my body time to recover, and I'm not overtraining and getting too heavy with the weight. But that's something that I was able to do after being a stripper that brought me a lot of joy. But I was drinking 10 bucked up energy drinks a day, and I was having a hard time sleeping at night, and I was starting to go crazy. And then I got a little bit crazy, and I quit because I was burnt out. I overdid my body because I wasn't doing the Tai Chi, the Qigong, and the Pranayama. I could do that now probably 4 hours a day. But I don't know. It would be painful right now. My battery, it's only back up to 2%. This phone is crappy. I lost my other phone in the ocean. I was singing and dancing. What was I got a little cold. I got a little chilly. I didn't have a hot body next to me, so I couldn't stay. Someone thought I was naked today when I just had my shirt off. But I got little Pikachu here. He's got the Buddha beads. Pikachu! Oh yeah, peek at you. Peek at you. So I'm wearing a poncho. I'm really not that sexy when I have clothes on because I used to pride myself in my body, my skincare. Anyway, we've all got our insecurities. At least I know that I know I need that nice skincare and that nice craniosacral massage every day. I've been learning to give myself the craniosacral massage. So let me try to finish this up for you there, goddess, Rebbe. Oh. So I'm a little bit warmer now, so I'm able to keep the heat and the chi in my body. I think I was just getting chilly, and I was having a hard time keeping the chi flooding through my body. Sanctuary. Everywhere that you walk on this earth is your sanctuary because you create so much natural joy, peace, bliss, and eternal ecstasy in other people's lives that they honor you and they respect you and they see the goddess within you. But they also respect boundaries and they don't want to always take up too much of your time. And when you say you can't hang out with them, they understand because you're able to deliver to them that respect. And they have that understanding and that connection. So you're able to create sanctuary with you wherever you go, with the connections that you make with everybody and every body. Silence. It's beautiful to listen to our own silence within ourselves, our heartbeat. Feel the blood pumping We become silent. We still the mind. We turn ourselves inward. We learn about our inner chi. Mantra. Yeah. Everything that we think, feel, sing, every way that we move our bodies, every step we take is a mantra. You move your body, your mind, your heart, and your soul with intention because you are a goddess of confidence, sensuality, honor, respect, willpower, courage, perseverance, all of these positive attributes in this deck is your mantra. And of course, it's kind of my mantra because I'm the one projecting it, but we have some type of soul connection here today because we're sharing our time and our energy with one another, which is very sacred. So I believe that it is essential that you hop online. I think you can get it actually for $5. It's a pretty cheap Oracle deck. And get yourself this Oracle deck and run through it once a day and start doing your own videos, goddess. I want you to do these for me. How about that, goddess? How about you jump online, get yourself an Awakened Soul Oracle deck, and when you're ready, you do one for me. I could really use it. Wisdom. You have so much wisdom, goddess. Of course you can. I bet you could do it 1,000,000 times better than me. I've been practicing. I was practicing every single night trying to connect with my heart chakra. I did it for probably a total of like, I don't know, maybe like, I probably hit 120 days of connecting with these cards and other cards. I'll show you the other decks I have too after. It's Gaia. I would love for your living room right now to have a beautiful picture of you painted naked just like this. Wouldn't that be amazing? You could wake up and see yourself in absolute paradise. Wouldn't that be amazing? The image is painted in your mind's eye. Meditate. Don't medicate, y'all. This one is for the collective. Meditate. The meditation is the medication. That's why they're so similarly sounding. The meditation is the medication. Meditate. Massage your breasts every single day. Massage your navel every single day, or you were connected to your womb. Massage your whole body every single day because it's your body and it deserves absolute self-love. Meditate. Figure out where your tension is in your body. Learn how to breathe. Learn how to heal super fast. It'll come so intuitive to you. I mean, it could only. You're a creatrix. Wait, creatrix, creator, creatrix, creator. So supposedly creatrix is the feminine version of creator, but I'm not sure. So that's what I meant. song. Start humming to yourself every day. It's going to create so much natural bliss in your life. And your song is beautiful. Sing about your naked nipples and your pierced nipples and your confidence and your future husband and all the pleasures that you will receive and give. Sing about it. Create a vibrational harmony. Practice 5 minutes a day working on your voice. Some days I sound horrible. Other days I sound great. People saying, "You got any records out?" Other days are like, every moment is a moment for rebirth. Every moment in time, past, present, and future, is a moment for rebirth. And that's interesting, time magic, because if we have a lot of pain in our past, we can just remind ourselves that everything present, future, and past is a time for rebirth. We can literally go back and heal ourselves in time. We can literally go back and imagine that in our past, we had our perfect marriage. Like it already happened. It's so real to us. And then we can imagine that we've had it all this time. All the way back to the very first ancestor. Billions of years ago. Let me say that again. Every moment in time is an opportunity from the past, present, and future for a rebirth. We can go back because we are all of our ancestors. We can feel that perfect relationship transmuting through all of our bloodlines up until now. Of what you're desiring now. And essentially, this is a trick, a quantum trick. It's not really a trick. It's just it's matter. We are tapping into ancestral matter. We are ancestral matter. We are ancestral DNA. We are billions of years old. We are rebirthed. The vision of your natural joy, bliss, and eternal ecstasy has always been within you through all your bloodlines till now. Feel it, release it. It is emotion. It is energy in motion. It's like watching a movie and feeling the movie. It's not real, but it feels real, right? Use that same wisdom. Goddess. I've been tired for like the last hour, but I had to come through. I hope that Rebby's still here. I hope you're still here, Rebby. Hope you go back and watch this video. The only way that we could have had natural joy, peace, bliss, and eternal ecstasy for ultimate vitality for all of eternity is if we had forgiven all of our ancestors, all of our parents. We've had so many parents in our DNA, so many mothers and fathers back billions of years ago. We have to learn to forgive them. We are all healed. We are all of our ancestors wrapped up into this billion-year DNA, which is you here now. Quantum time travel. Epigenetics. We've been having absolute fun since all the time, from sperm to seed, sperm to seed, sperm to seed, sperm to seed. All the relationships between your mother and father were perfected And you are a learning soul on a learning journey, learning through all your ancestors up until now, and through all the ancestors of all the other people that you come across. It's just a blending of energies and wisdoms, good or bad, destructive or healing. But we want it to be healing. So let's envision that. Natural joy, peace, bliss, eternal ecstasy, unconditional love, and absolute, eternal, infinite vitality. Compassion. Oh my goodness, look at this cute little orangutan. We have to have compassion for ourselves too, because every tree we cut down is less toxins that this tree can suck up. And the hotter we are, not saying that hot is such a bad thing, but I mean, we're all adapted to different environments. Some people have pitch dark melanin, running naked right now in the Sahara Desert, hunting and fishing. Probably all the men in that tribe are just penetrating for 6 hours at a time, able to bring the most natural joy, bliss, and ecstasy to their woman. Well, when you run around 50 hours a day, you tend to have a lot of stamina. And the shadow self, if anybody has been feeling unworthy of natural joy, bliss, and eternal ecstasy and unconditional love, that is a deep shadow within yourself, a deep healing, a deep wound that needs to be healed. And this is for the collective. If we don't feel worthy, that is a deep shadow within us. And we need to feel worthy of being able to procreate natural joy, peace, bliss, eternal ecstasy, unconditional love, absolute vitality, energy, health, willpower, discipline. Make it fun. Life shouldn't be miserable. If your workplace is not fun and they're not doing a good job to make it fun, everybody's more efficient when they're having fun. Nobody gets tired and has to drink a bunch of coffee when they're having fun. When they're having fun and they're moving around their bodies, they're moving their chi. We're moving our chi. So let's build strong minds, bodies, and hearts again. And let's cast light onto our shadow. And create your own mantra. These are all available on the internet. The Awakened Soul 3D card oracle deck and guidebook, created and written by, it's so small, Ethany. Art by Danielle Mulligan. HTTP ... like 2 dots on top of each other. I forget what you call those. / TAROT deck DECK .TOP / and this is the Awakened Soul Oracle deck. Get yours for the low. May it ground you in and bring your spirits high. Natural highs. We got one person here tonight still, at least so it says on my side. Rebbe, are you still with us? Have you fallen asleep? I'm just going to drink my tea. I'll show off my other oracle decks real quick, just do a run through. You can watch it later. And if I never saw you again, Remy, if you ran away and you never saw me again, This would have just been pure practice. Would have been pure practice for me. There we go. Well, who knows? Might be able to create a connection. More than just texts on a screen. Okay. So this is the Everyday Witches Oracle deck. Highly recommend this. I love the artwork on this one. This is the artwork by Elizabeth Alba and Deborah Blake. Beautiful, beautiful art. Improve your craft. Mind, body, spirit, and divination. I can't remember what divination means. With magic cats, pointed hats, and spell work galore. Look, I have a pointed hat right here. Check it out. And what I like about this is it shows all the different beautiful cultures in it. Somebody gifted me this. I was so happy. My physical therapist gifted me this poncho. It's got cats, so it's got all the different, it's got air, earth, water, and fire, and ether. It's got 4 cats on it. I'm just going to run through really, really quick what these are. They're beautiful. Too tired, but seasonal harvest. Really, really cute. She's out there with her cat planting, although she's wearing clothes. She's kind of lame. Go with the flow. She's out there with her cat in a canoe. Oh, but the sunshine is shining. Go with the flow. But think things through. If the flow is right and it's for natural joy, peace, bliss, and eternal ecstasy, like you can't just drink a bunch of alcohol and then get addicted to alcohol and keep going with the flow. It has to be naturally healthy. It has to be conscious through cause and effect. How can we maintain that natural joy, peace, bliss, and eternal ecstasy and unconditional love? We don't want to be waking up in the morning with our lungs and our lips parched because we had to smoke weed to get there. We don't want that. No, 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 no. The lungs are a sacred chi pump. Follow your dreams. Beautiful. There's a man with his Nimbus Infinity with his cat. It's the Nimbus Infinity of the past, present, and future. And there's this cat looking through, and this cat is in the little mind's eye thingy. We call that orb thingy mabobber, your mind's eye. I don't know. Tears of joy and sadness. We have to feel. We have to allow ourselves to feel. So she is looking into a mirror, and there's tears of joy and sadness on her eyes. Feeling those feelings and accepting them and letting them guide us away from the tears of sadness and towards the things that give us joy that we might not no longer have right with us right now. Sun and the stars, look at that. Beautiful. Would love to see all these tarots with you, Rebbe, naked with your pierced nipples. Would love to see that. Absolutely. You should have a deck commissioned after you. I don't ever really plan on buying another deck for a really, really long time, but if you had it made, I would definitely buy a deck and I would promote it to everyone. Because I am about your empowerment and the empowerment of women. Because unfortunately, I was only able to get the love of my mother till age 2. And she wasn't given that much love from her mother and father. So she only gave me the best she could. And She wasn't emotionally able to procure a man that was able to stay with her. The man that she was with was crazy. And so he left. It was at a party. She kept me. So bless her soul. Bless her soul. He was a motorcycle outlaw. He traveled on, not like a horse, not like one with 4 legs and eats grass, but he traveled all around on a gasoline horse. Ground and center. Look at that. That is beautiful. Okay, I'm going to get tired here. Earth magic. She's out there. Look at that artwork. Speak your mind. Speak your heart more than everything. Speak your mind through speaking your heart, so that way you can get what your heart and your mind desires. Give love. That way we can receive more love. The more love we give, the more love that is available for others. Air magic. Pranayama, breathing. Going outside, getting naked. Sadhguru's naked wind bathing. Sadhguru, the guru dude from India. Meditation for clarity. Beautiful, beautiful. Look at that. That sunrise or that sunrise, sunset or sunrise. She's outdoors, just fresh air. Strength and resilience. Beautiful. She's out there and out in barren land. Just think how cold it is out there, how much wind is just whipping across her body to get out there. She must have had to walk how far? Probably 10 miles. She's surrounded by some stones set up and propped up to block a little bit from the wind. Accept love. Oh my gosh. She's creating a potion of love. There's love bubbles just coming all out of it. Maybe planet Earth got dropped into this and everybody's having natural joy, bliss, eternal ecstasy, and unconditional love and ultimate vitality. Imagine planet Earth getting dropped into this stew of juicy waterfalls of amazingness. Yes, accept love. Prosperity and abundance. She's just chilling out there on her lawn chair with her glass of tea. She's got 2 kitties just running around and playing. It look a little bit different for me, but I think it's cool. I think prosperity and abundance could be her getting this at least 3 hours a day, getting 3 hours of massages a day. I think that's missing from the picture. Just a hunch. Just a hunch. Gratitude and thanks. Look at this. Look at this. Look at the joy on this woman's face. That's what's up. That's what's up. This is one of my favorite cards. So I have 2 favorites right now for the artwork. So we got joy and delight. We have a girl doing a cartwheel. She's either doing a cartwheel dancing or she's standing on her head. I'm envisioning that she's doing a cartwheel. And there's 2 cats and a dog just running around, panting in joy around her while she's doing her cartwheel. There is a beautiful either sunrise or sunset with some warmth on her. And then she has, I'm not much of a wine drinker myself. Oh, I don't drink any alcohol, believe it or not. I don't smoke any weed. Don't smoke any cigarettes. I'm a caffeine kind of guy. But she's got a basket full of fruit. I'm not saying that wine is bad, but we should be able to make people feel like wine just naturally. That should be the goal, being able to make each other feel like wine naturally. But still having the ability to do all this, cartwheeling and fun stuff. I love that. Joy and delight. Passion. Yes. We have a gorgeous woman out here with her cat, or maybe it's a wild cat. And the cat, there's like little music coming off and butterflies, and the cat is just chasing the butterflies. And the cat's passion is always just chasing things around and running around. You see when he goes there, he goes. She is playing a violin. Beautiful orange dress. Orange and some yellows in the bottom there. Love the hot colors. Yeah. Affirmation for acceptance. Looks like a woman on her broom. There's some clouds around her, maybe some tornadoes. She's got some dice that have rolled 7s. She has 10 next to her. Fate. Her cat's on her. There's some crows surrounding her. Accepting, the darkness in the world and just learning to get stronger and more wise so that it doesn't have to affect us. And focusing on natural joy, bliss, and eternal ecstasy so that we don't have to have our natural high taken from us. That is our birthright, is it not? You are worthy. Are you not? Pikachu! Pikachu has actually been running around all over the walls, like non-freaking stop. Just from one side to the other, jumping back and forth. Like he jumped from one side of the wall to the other the whole freaking time. That's my spirit animal. Just being real. Until he sleeps, of course. He sleeps, but occasionally he gets like that. Fire magic. Let's take a bonfire. Let's go outside. Let's get away from the regular world. Let's warm our naked bodies by a fire under the stars. Let's actually get the healing light from the sun, the moon, and the stars. Yeah. Honestly, if we're healthy enough, our body heat should be enough. Let's just straight up Wim Hof. Let's just melt all the ice around us. Infinite tantric sexual healing. I want it that hot. Okay, transformation and change. Transformation and change. Anybody that's been watching and is had some type of change, it's in your subconscious or it's in your conscious. Either way, sharing time and energy through new ideals and concepts. It's transformation, it's change. Listening to wisdom. Listening to the wisdom of ourselves and the wisdom of others, and wanting to love others and understand their wisdom. Like Rebbe earlier, her wisdom wasn't getting DP'd. and so You know, she needs a man that can do it all by himself. That doesn't slow down in old age. That trains Shaolin cock. Yeah. Meditation to dig deep. What are our triggers? Why are we triggered? What are the best memories that we've had deep within our essence? Let's bring all those to the forefront, and the heart and the mind and the whole body's feeling right now, all the time. Healing waters. I love it. I love it. I am dreaming and envisioning the perfect woman after I go train on that mountain, Shaolin Kung Dik. When I'm not by the waterfall, there's still a waterfall just dripping down my thighs, or rushing down my thighs, or maybe squirting and watering all the beautiful plants around us. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Oh, yeah. Meditation for peace and serenity. Yeah. Oh, I'm getting a little tired, y'all. Affirmation for positive change. Positive change. We are worthy of natural joy, peace, bliss, eternal ecstasy, unconditional love, and absolute vitality, and the ability to perceive that at least 1 hour a day. At least. Let us meditate and let that be our medicate. Let us meditate and let that be our medicate until we can procreate that reality around us, within us. Hibernation and regeneration. This is coming for me soon. Cannot wait. Cannot wait. I haven't ascended to the absolute level like I was when I was younger, when I was working 16-hour days and could just sleep off of 3 hours of sleep and wake up and feel like I had 5 espressos. I have 5 espressos now and I still don't feel like that. Change and progress. Change and progress. We will heal the body. We will anti-age the body through creating massages, breaking down the blockages in the body, both mentally, physically, spiritually, financially. Financial doesn't have to be money. It could be exchange economy. If you can't afford a massage every day, go to the massage shop. If the lady's not getting a massage every day, offer her a massage every day. She'll perform a lot better at the massage shop if she's getting a massage every day. I was getting massaged by this cute lady, 60 years old, and I've never had a woman make me feel this good. Not necessarily true, because I was doing and my body was having full body orgasms in my first relationship, but I'd been in so much pain for so long that I had forgotten that memory at the time. And she was taking away so much stress and tension in my body. I never had a woman with a massage make me feel that good. Yeah, so honestly, I offered her, I'm like, look, honey, If you can give me a massage every single day, I will learn how to massage, and I can give you a massage every day. I told this to the 6-year-old lady. She didn't accept. Perhaps she's married. Perhaps she's committed. Perhaps she feels she's not worthy. Perhaps I might be too strong for her or something. I don't know. But I told her, I threw it out there on the table. I tell her every time how good she makes me feel. It's up to her. I laid it on the table for her. Plant the seeds. Plant those seeds. Maybe if I start just holding a sign that says free massages for anybody and everybody, 10 free 10-minute massage, and then I just start telling people, hey, if you give me a free massage, I'll give you a free massage. What is that? $100 a day times 7 times 30. I'm not working right now. I'm healing my body. I'm healing my mind. Oh, I know that if I went to work right now, I'd freaking quit or yell at somebody and offend everybody for being myself, for being just like this. Happens every time. Every time I get people that love me, and then I get people that just can't stand me. Just being like this. Just being myself. Prayers and wishes. I wish upon all the stars of the sky and all the atoms in the entire universe and all the goddesses and all the gods that we can procreate natural joy, peace, bliss, and eternal ecstasy and unconditional love and absolute anti-aging vitality. Yeah! Connect with Gaia. It's going to be a huge proponent. Oh, yeah. Because sulfur in our bodies can only really repair fast enough if we pick the food out of the ground and eat it within like 5 hours. It starts to break down and it doesn't assimilate into the body as well. You know, our bodies are only as fresh as the food that we consume. We can't create the proper building blocks for stem cells in our body if we're not picking the fruit. And even if we pick the fruit in depleted organic soil, we're not getting everything that we need. When you till the soil over and over and over, the roots go to the path of least resistance. They go outwards. Different levels of sediment have different levels of vital nutrients that the body needs. You wonder why we're not living 950 years. I'm giving you the keys to the kingdom. This is probably my favorite artwork of this whole entire deck. This woman is naked. She's depicted naked. If she wasn't splashing water, maybe she's slapping her thighs together. I don't know. But she's out there with her cat. There's all these little baby tortoises, which represent longevity. And she's out there with dolphins jumping in the water. And there's a beautiful sun back there, whether it be sunrise or sunset. And I love that. I love that they made it appropriate because you can buy these at Barnes and Nobles. So they made it appropriate for everybody who won't get offended. And they have her nipples covered and a vagina covered by her natural hair and the natural water of the natural beauty of the ocean. We must be noble. We must love the temple. We must not be ashamed and resentful of our naked bodies and others. We must become again like children. Who said that? Jesus? Was he walking around naked everywhere? Was he sleeping on the ground? He must have had some really powerful chi. He walked from town to town to town. He foraged all his food. He fished all his own food. He did it all on his own. Learn from life. As long as we're walking and we're taking little breaks and we're giving each other full body massages, it's all good. Right? As long as everybody's getting natural joy, peace, bliss, eternal ecstasy, and unconditional love all the time. Because who wouldn't consensually consent to that? Yeah. Affirmations for growth. Again, this would be a lot better under a waterfall that had a hot spring connected to it, because I'm sure she's in like a hot bath. But cleansing the body and spirit. Also, you wouldn't be getting filthy, piped in water that's not charged by the sun and the moon. That's flowing down the stream. It's just stagnant underwater in a cesspool of pipes. The natural hot spring might be a little bit healthier. Just a hunch, especially because our skin is our largest organ in our body and we absorb all that stuff, and we can't really hydrate if the water isn't real water. Like real water is flowing. The healthiest, purest water is flowing. It's charged by the sun. It's electrified by the sun. It's magnetized perfectly for absorption by the sun and the moon. So if we're not drinking out of freshwater streams from the source, we are desecrating our temples. It's like smoking a cigarette every fucking day. Stupid. We gotta have self-love, and we just gotta change. I'm stupid too. I'm not drinking from the freshwater spring. I'm weak. Make a move. Dance. Move that chi around the body. Detoxify the blood. Detoxify the lymphatic system. Move the emotions towards natural joy, peace, bliss, and eternal ecstasy. Get rid of the cesspool of mind, body, and spirit, and create an abundance of energetic vitality. Yeah! Water magic. Spend some time in your mother's womb. Meditate like what you were when you were in your mother's womb. Meditate. Go do it by a river, a lake, the ocean. That's some water magic right there. Go dancing naked in the rain. Go climb a mountain. Go dip into the hot spring naked. Affirmation for a healing heart. Yes. Giving ourselves and loving our temples infinitely. And doing the best we can to love other people's temples infinitely. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All the orgasms. All the full body orgasms. All the strength in the body to be able to give that, and all the true connection.